Hey everyone, welcome back to our Twitch stream presented by Vorpal Board, and this Twitch stream is Riverbreak. So welcome to Riverbreak. We are continuing. This is episode 2. We're continuing from episode 1, and here are our 5 players. I'll go in no particular order as usual, and our first person to say hi, Thad, Bryn Vrog.
Hi everybody. I'm Thad Casey with Vorpal Board playing Bryn Vrog, a completely out of his element drow that is playing in a campaign that has 18 hours of sunlight. And I'm with Vorpal Board. So Vorpal Board is a system that lets you connect remotely and play board games, play Dungeons and Dragons. Second episode of showcasing that. It's phenomenal. We're live on Kickstarter right now. So go check that out. We funded day 1. So this is definitely coming to life for everyone. So super excited.
Yay. All right, next up is the unnamed Minotaur, Ember Moon.
Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm a Minotaur, and I'm awesome. That's all you need to know.
Unnamed.
And next is Calamar. In Dan. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, everyone. I'm Dan Masucci, a.k.a. Inked Mage on Instagram, and I am playing the human noble fighter, Calamar Fauxon.
All right, and next up is Luca, Brianne Flaim. Brianna.
Hi, I'm Brianna. I'm playing Luca, the half-elf monk. You can find me on Instagram at Brianne Flaim. It's my name, so pretty easy to remember.
And last but not least is Korbog, Chris Sims.
Hi, I'm Chris Sims, and I'm with nobody in particular. I am playing Korbog, a paladin who likes to slap people with divine energy.
Woohoo!
And you can find me on Twitter at Chris S. Sims.
The divine slap heard throughout the cosmos.
Slap heard around the world.
There we go. All right, so we're going to get started, right? We're going to jump right in and get going. A couple things quick. As usual, our sponsors are in the bottom, other side, that side down there, bottom down there. Sponsors are down there. Go and check them out. And also, we are doing 2 giveaways today. One giveaway, we are giving away some Dwarven Forge terrain. Woo-hoo! Thanks, Dwarven Forge. That will start the giveaway right before the half, and then the giveaway will be open until the end of the stream, and then we'll give the stuff away. And secondly, we also have a second giveaway. We are giving away, let me get my book, a digital copy of Eberron Rising from the Last War by Wizards, given away on D&D Beyond. And that we will do just before the half. Or no, that we're doing as soon as we get 100 live streamers. So if you guys want someone to get a copy of that, we need 100 people at one time. As soon as we have 100, our producer James will give me a heads up, and we'll do the giveaway. So let's hope we get to 100, and we can give that book away.
Hell yeah!
Awesome. Tell your friends.
All right, so everybody, you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, so we left off last time. You guys had just defeated the Medusa. You had traced her through the hive, and you had found her.
Wait, hold up. We faced Medusa?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Ember wasn't here. That's right. Who wants to fill in Ember? I forgot. She missed a little bit here. Who wants to fill in Ember?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. She's dead. It doesn't matter. She's dead.
Oh, do we take her head for fun time thing? Is that what? Do we take the head?
We had just killed her, so we should have a chance to do something, right?
Ember, we stepped out into the city streets only to be assailed by would-be assassins from a nearby building. After tracing them down, the intrepid band of heroes journeyed into the building and made our way up through an illusionary floor, and discovered that the villain at hand was none other than a Medusa. And thankfully, we laid down a can of whoop ass on her.
Cool.
Yeah, she discovered what a hammer is like from the business end. Yeah.
From the business end.
From the business end. Like, is there any other end? Like, it's just all a weapon, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So for those who maybe saw last episode, or maybe you didn't, Ember left a little bit early last episode. So Ember, you're not here right this second, but you'll be here very soon. So
No,
you just
man,
hang
but
on a sec.
I tell you, I speak that thief jive, you know. So like, I could have made this work. We could have just talked it out, and you guys just want to go hack and slash everything. Also, can I go find that Medusa head?
You're not here yet. So hang on a sec.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the other four of you are standing over the body of the Medusa. You have just killed her. What would you like to do?
It is with deep intuition that I think we should harvest this head for Unnamid.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Very
Right,
truly,
right?
your God speaks to you.
Yes. I love
Alas, I have no bladed weapon.
just a hammer.
Just hammers.
Just smash it off. Just pulse the neck,
snap her neck in
tenderize
half.
it.
Yeah.
That does not work. That does not work.
All right,
I've tried
so-
it before. It does not work.
Long sword out, and whoomp,
Okay, you can take the head off. The head is off.
and then
So-
very quickly, like I clean my blade on her clothing, rather than my own.
So just as a refresher, you remember too that she had this gold cloak on. Gold colored cloak. In case you've forgotten since two weeks ago.
Which, well, that probably got some blood on it, even it's from our beating her to death. So, does one of you perchance have, what is that spell? That marvelous spell? Wizards use it. They use it to cleanse things and spice things.
It's called
One of our servants in my castle used to use it. Presto something. No?
Hold on.
No, I don't have magic. I'm sorry.
Has Bryn caught up with us, or is he still like on the other?
He's there right now. So Bryn
I
Bryn
would've
was
walked
across
over
the
by now.
street firing his bow from across the street. He's now made his way
Drow,
over.
Bryn, use some dark magic and clean this up.
Sir Korbog, I do not have any dark magic, and I just create a couple of glowing dancing lights. That's the best I got, man.
Oh.
And you know what?
Again,
Those
I'll
dancing
pass it.
lights are phenomenal.
I'll unclasp the cloak and I'll kind of shake it out and then, fold it.
Well, so as
And-
you're doing that, as you take the cloak off, you do notice that it is gold on the top, and it is black on the bottom. And then as you're kind of checking out the cloak, you can see that the cloak would actually be reversible. So you could turn it inside out, and then it is
Ooh.
green and brown. So it's actually a 4-color cloak, depending on how you want to wear it.
Once it's longer, this would make a smashing cloak for one of us. Perhaps a any one of us. Perhaps a warrior who wields a shield and sword. I'm just saying, but
Someone
I
say
won't lay
smash.
claims on it. Yeah, I'll just have it folded. I won't lay any claims on it yet.
You will also notice as you're up there, checking out the body and stuff, Dan, she does have a large belt pouch on her side. She has her short bow and her arrows. That's what else is on her body.
All right, I'll kind of poke the coin pouch and see if anybody wants to investigate it.
Ooh, I would like to.
Okay. You could pop open the coin pouch. It's a large pouch, more like a small sack, really, that she's kind of wearing on her side. And as you open it, you do notice that there is some coinage inside. There is also a small
Ooh.
velvet mask. It's black and it has like some silver threading in it. And she has an embroidered silk handkerchief.
Pretty.
Ooh,
Who wants
this one
to?
was fancy.
Who
That
wants
was
to
very
keep track of loot?
unexpected. I nominate somebody who's more organized than I am, which is everyone.
I will be the official inventory keeper, I suppose.
Oh, God bless you.
I don't write dainty things on my character sheet.
That's
Okay.
awful. That's awful brave, leaving the rogue in charge of the money. I don't know, but
Yeah.
okay, all right.
I'm a drow. I'm the least materialistic person here, so that's fine.
And he's a drow. He's a rogue and he's a drow, and you're trusting him with your money.
Yeah.
Okay, so inside the pouch, there's 108 gold pieces.
Don't stereotype. Don't stereotype.
I know. Hey, be politically correct here. Acceptance. 108 gold.
108 gold, 200 silver.
Ooh. Okay.
Drinking money.
And there's that black velvet mask with silver thread worth 25 gold pieces. And there is an embroidered silk handkerchief also worth 25 gold pieces.
Does it have like a monogram embroidered, or
it has
is it just like a
it
design?
has a symbol that you don't recognize.
How much did you just say that's worth?
25
25
gold pieces.
Oh, 25 gold pieces.
Dan, you can give me a history check. Oh, big dice one.
He's got to show off the size of his dice on every stream that he's in.
That's a bit excessive.
Overcompensating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a good roll.
I've got to make it up somewhere. And you want me to do a what check?
History.
History. So I'm +2, and I got a 14,
Okay,
so 16.
So you're pretty familiar with the regalia of all of like the area, and this is not a symbol that you recall.
Ah. So I have no recollection of seeing something of this kind at all. Perhaps Korbog?
No.
I always love your long-winded insight, Korbog.
No.
Man, you know how hard it is to like attack
Just
and
no.
wish that someone would detect magic.
Yes.
Yeah. Does anybody have any way to actually try to identify what this cloak would do before someone puts it on?
No.
We mustn't even consider it. It must be laundered first.
So
yeah,
can
the
I fill
blood's
up?
not fun.
Okay.
So
Can I-
Luca, all that's left on her is her short bow and arrows.
Can I take a look at those?
Oh.
Yeah. So Bryn picks up the short bow. The short bow is a very nice quality. It does have. It looks almost like it's made out of it, like it's a snake. Like it's got the scales all down the bow. Very impeccable. Probably some of the best quality work that you've ever seen.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's that. For
How about our arrows? I
arrows-
have 25 poison arrows now, right?
No. Arrows, yes, you have. So the arrows too. They look like a regular arrow with the exception of the head of the arrow, which actually looks like the head of a snake. And it's sharp on the edges, but it's got two like viper teeth, so it's kind of like a double pointed arrow. And it does have runs like up the double pointed arrow to the head, to like the eyes of the snake are kind of like it's kind of grooved, like a small little groove. Like maybe it would be good for dipping into poison, for instance, and using.
Hey, you guys.
This Medusa is on point.
Ha!
Yeah.
The style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know. It's like she shopped at Medusa's R Us. She had like matching everything to be sure. Which brings me to something as we're looting her. I mean, it occurs to me, right? I mean, like, and this I'm kind of like saying this outside of game before we dive into it. Is that, and I'm trying to remember, was Bryn the first person hit when we went outside?
Correct.
Right. So, I'm gonna miss the obvious. Like, to me, I don't know what the Medusa was doing attacking us. I don't know. But it certainly doesn't have anything to do with the conclusion that Calamar is going to make, because he often misses, the point. And he'll say, what foul assassins have you brought down on us, Bryn? Have your dark ways finally caught up to us? She targeted you first.
If it was someone from my past, we would all certainly be dead at this point.
Not me.
My matriarch's clan.
Oh.
It would be multiple assassins and we would all be done. So
Well,
I've
I
never
can't think of
encountered a
anything.
Medusa
Not
before.
me.
Not you. Okay. Aside from
Well,
Korbog,
I'm with
we would all
Korbog
be
on
dead.
this one.
Okay,
Well,
this would be
Hey.
fine too. All right. Well, I would be dead, but I'm not dead.
That's right.
So
At about this point too, while you guys are discussing this, you guys can hear. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check. Roll a virtual die for me. Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
There we go. Some virtual dice going.
Hang on.
Except Chris rolled twice.
Sounds like people are rolling
Oops.
dice on like a marble table, and it's like just so loud to the point where I'm like, oh, just get a dice box.
You're scratching the table.
It's a cool effect, though. I will say that.
There you go, Dan.
Okay. Brianne, you gonna roll?
I did. I think I had the 3.
I see it.
I'm
I got
matching
you.
up today.
I got you.
All right.
Okay, so
Oh,
who had the
yeah.
14? That was Chris, right? Chris, you had the 14?
I had a 19 total.
Okay. So you can hear some footsteps coming up the stairs.
So I go to the top of the stairs and I pull out my big hammer.
You have a small hammer as well?
I do.
Oh, okay. All right. You pull out the big hammer. As you pull the big hammer out and you're coming over to the top of the stairs and you're looking down the stairs, you can see Trant as he's coming up the stairs. He's like, oh, hi. Your friend, Horns, big lady, she's down the road unconscious.
Oh, wait.
Was it a Medusa?
Sorry.
Is Trant the little kid?
Yes, he's
Trant
the
was a
little
little kid, yep.
gnome. He's the little gnome kid that was with Sebin.
Has she been drinking?
I don't think so. We were doing some stuff, and yeah, bad things happened. But she's unconscious. We should probably go check on her. I can't move her.
All right.
She's big. I'm small.
Lead the way.
All right, so he kind of goes trotting down the stairs. Korbog, you're following, I assume?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, all of us would go, right?
Okay, everybody's following?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head down a little ways down further in the hive, and in an alleyway off to the side, you see the Minotaur lying unconscious. Sprawled out. Her stuff is still on her, surprisingly enough.
Race up to her, check her pulse.
Give me a medicine check.
That is a 10.
Okay. Yeah, she's still living. Her pulse is a little bit
All right.
slow. It's not as fast as you would expect. But she's still there.
I'll take her hand and I'll rub it and I'll be like, sweet friend, arise from this dreadful slumber. Korbog, the lady needs assistance.
I think you need to do something other than rub her hand to assist.
I try to check to see if I understand what condition she's in, and I got a 17.
Yes. Yeah, she seems to be unconscious.
Well, I mean, anything else besides that?
No.
Does she look like she was beaten unconscious?
She does not actually.
What happened, Trant?
We got jumped by this person in a robe or a cloak or something, and she got dragged off. And I've been looking all over for her. I was unable to find her until now.
One person did this?
Yeah.
And
I
you
ran.
managed to get away?
I ran as soon as it happened. It was scary.
Sweet.
Good instinct.
One person took down her Minotaur.
Got the drop on me, I guess.
That's not good.
And yet didn't take anything.
Didn't take anything.
Left her there.
And then
I don't have any way to wake her up.
now this is either some nefarious drow plot to lure Bryn's friends into deadly peril, and or they're working with the Medusa.
You think at this point even just some shaking with some water splashed on her might be enough to get her up?
Oh. Hey, I'm gonna approach
Okay.
and take out my alchemy jug.
Okay.
I
Create
would like
mayonnaise.
to.
Gallons of mayo.
Or do we need acid?
Just dump it on her.
I'm gonna be nice and not do mayo. Just have fresh water.
Okay.
And so I walk over and be like, and dump it on her face.
Okay. So, yep. So you dump some water on her face and kind of shake her a little bit, and the Minotaur starts to wake up. Mhm.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
I'll help you sit up, and then
So Ember, now what you remember is you were in fact jumped by somebody in a heavy cloak. Give me a history check. I like history. It's one of my favorite skills to make people use.
Sorry, my tablet thing keeps going out, and then I keep having to turn on. I rolled a 19 plus.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I ain't smart, so it's an 18.
It's an 18, yeah. So you remember during this little scuffle, there was a flash of like gold from somewhere, and you don't know where the gold came from, but you remember a heavily cloaked figure. You never got to see the face, and you remember feeling some sort of sharp sting as if you got stabbed somewhere, and then things got really fuzzy and dark, and you went unconscious. And then you woke up, tied to a chair, and you were being interrogated by that same person. And they were asking about why you were here, why are you trying to kill the queen, what your business was. And that lasted for a little while, and then that person seemed to leave. And eventually you woke up here in the alleyway.
Guys, there was a lot that happened. And I'm remembering it in like phases, but I remember seeing something gold, a cloaked figure. They were asking me about killing the queen. But I'm just more upset that they got the drop on me. Like, I do really well when I hide.
okay.
But man.
You said a gold cloak?
Yeah, like a
Yes.
gold. It was just a flash of gold. I don't know if it was a cloak or what. It was just
I'm sure like
flash.
kind of hitting Calamar.
Yeah.
Or who's holding on to it? Is it Calamar?
Calamar had
No, I folded it and I presented it to somebody. It was bloody. I couldn't have it on my person.
Yeah, I have all
right.
the
Yeah,
stuff.
you can
So
have that.
I'll pull out the cloak and show it to Anamid and see if she recognizes it.
Yeah, the flash of it could have been. I mean, it was like a flash of gold, and it wasn't like a gold piece or like a gold weapon or anything. It was definitely something kind of flowing goldish. Also, Bryn, when you pull out the cloak, Tron's eyes get really wide, and he's like, "Ooh, where'd you get that from?"
We got it from the person that just tried to attack us.
Oh, that's not good. You shouldn't have that. You're not supposed to have that.
Why?
What
Who
is
does
it?
it belong to?
Why?
That's from the Assassin's Guild. That's not good.
Oh, that's not a problem. We'll just talk it out. It'll be fine.
I'd like to pull out
With
that silk
assassins?
handkerchief as well,
what?
and show him that. I'd like to pull out that silk handkerchief as well and
Okay.
show him that, and see if he recognizes the symbol that's on it.
Because I am a thief, is there a way that I can do like an intuition or something like that? Because maybe I might know something about other thieves guilds because I am a rogue.
You could give me a history check. I like history. It's one of my favorites.
Well, good thing I rolled at 17 because I got that -1 for a 16.
Okay, so yeah, you I mean, you know, most cities have like a thieves guild. Some of them, depending on the size of the city, even have like an assassin's guild, which is separate. You have heard, because you are a rogue, and actually, Bryn, you've heard too, that Riverbreak does in fact have two different guilds. They have a thieves guild and they have an assassin's guild.
So beautiful. We've run into the local Assassin's Guild on day one.
What did you guys do?
You're the one that got captured first. There,
I
stealthy
didn't get
rogue.
captured. I just hit upside my head. You guys left. We did things. It happens.
You got hit upside the head, taken somewhere.
I mean, so like
That's
basically what
captured.
happened is that like I got hit and then like I felt a stabby pain, which I'm assuming was a dart, which I don't see it, which means they're smart enough to realize that I'm a poison expert, and they didn't leave that lying around, jerks. So yeah, I mean, obviously, whoever it was, they're not very bright. So, because at least
It's all.
what?
Oh, it's clear to me now, and it's just, this has nothing to do with Bryn. Probably, most likely, perhaps it does, or our job to protect the queen. This has absolutely nothing.
Well,
Korbog, that guard is seeking vengeance after you sacked him, and undoubtedly has hired the Assassins Guild to take care of you and anyone you've been traveling with.
that's not true because I would have been dead.
I'd like to kind of lean over to Bryn and start whispering, who do you think he's going to accuse next?
Apparently, it's always me.
It's also not right because you're so very wrong.
Hey, we're whispering. Leave us alone. These people are insane. This is not our style. They walk in and start smacking people, and all of a sudden, everyone in the city wants to kill us. What's wrong with these people? Luca, we got to get away from them. This is not good.
I'm standing here and I can hear you.
Idea.
I'm a rogue.
Private conversation, Korbog.
Yeah. Stop eavesdropping.
Well, we must examine the facts. And the facts are...
Someone thinks that we're out to kill the queen. That's what the facts are. And someone
It
has...
has nothing to do with the queen. It's everything to do with the guard, who's probably somehow tied in with the Underdark.
Calamar.
I turn to
Yes.
the paladin, and I would like to
Zip
say,
it. Zip.
can you slap some enlightenment into him?
I like that idea.
The holy slap Calamar.
just a little knowledge just right across the face.
Just think about it for a while, Calamar, and the people with the good ideas will discuss it.
Oh, burn.
I'm still just so happy.
I don't know what you guys are going to do, but you shouldn't have that cloak.
Look,
You're not an Assassin's Guild person.
Hey,
That's bad.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
I want to get down on the little kids level and just say, I saved your life, and you left me to die.
I'm only 9. What am I going to do? If they take you out, what am I going to do?
Where I think I come from, we have an eye for an eye. And this is where you tell us all the information you know about this guild. Right now.
I don't know a lot. I know they have
or
cloaks.
Else you're in big trouble.
Okay. I know they have cloaks and they're gold. I know a guy you could talk to.
Yep, that's what I want to hear.
There's a Warforged who he's down at where is that? The Tipsy Grape. Yeah, down by the Hush. Or not the Hush. The Crush. The Crush, that's it.
Is that Assassin's area? Or is that neutral territory?
I don't know, but I know he knows stuff. I know he knows assassin people. He's the bartender. Big guy. Big Warforged. Well, everybody's big to me, but big for a person too. Not your size big, but big.
I want you to know, you still owe us one. Or you owe me one.
I tried.
Yes, you did. You tried very hard.
But I'm small. What am I going to do?
Fit into tiny places.
Okay. That I can do.
All right. When the time is right. I want to start stretching, and my horns are out here too, so anyone in the peripheral, is probably gonna get be ducking and stuff, just making just showing I'm okay, doing some jumping jacks maybe. It's actually looking like quite the bit of a circus because they're just standing around me looking at me do this. So let's go.
What time of day is it again?
Now you're probably getting close to, it's it was already evening, so you're probably close to 10 o'clock at night at this point. Britain's feeling pretty good. It's finally dark.
Yeah.
Or getting close to
we'll need lodgings.
Yeah, I say we go to this tavern.
We can just go and check out the tavern stuff. I mean, What have you guys been doing? I told you what I was doing. Like, what's been up with you guys? You got this weird cloak and stuff, and you have new jewelry. You know, what's up with this?
We killed a medusa.
Oh my god! Please tell me you saved the head.
I pull out the head
I grab the head.
and present it to Unnumbed.
I'm
so
averting
happy.
my gaze.
I'm so happy.
Turned part of Calamar to stone.
No, I'm not gonna do you like that. You guys brought me a very nice token. I would like to wear this Medusa head like on my belt, like in a bag. And so, what's that movie? Is it Percy Jackson and the Olympians? So my whole goal, Art, is to take the head out at the beginning of battle and see who looks into the Medusa's eyes. So I pop her eyelids open, right, and see what happens.
Okay.
You know,
you can certainly try that.
Yep. It's just worn on my waist.
Okay.
Like
all right. It's in a bag on your waist.
It's
Medusa
very
head.
easily accessible. I might chain it to my waist just to make sure other people don't snag it. But
Okay.
you know.
All right.
Thank you, friends. Also, I would like to investigate the snake heads for venom as well.
Oh.
Poison expert.
Ooh.
I am as well there, Minotaur.
The snakes.
You may want to have me do it, though. I've seen you try to be precise with things before.
I do a great job at being precise.
Yeah. Fruit carts.
She was hid well behind the fruit cart.
You cannot see me.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do next?
Why are we going to this tavern again?
Get some answers.
And lodging.
They're not gonna roll up on a fellow rogue like that and just bop me upside the head. I'm gonna bop them twice, and then treat them like the Meesy mice. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen.
You lost me at bop. I understand bop.
Let's go to this tavern, talk to this Warforge, and we're bringing this tiny little kid with us.
Me?
Yep.
Yes.
I can't go.
Why?
Part of the group now.
You're making introductions. Once you do that, you can bail out.
Oh, okay. I guess
I grab him
so.
by the scruff of his neck and just hoist him.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, I'm gonna get seasick. I don't like boats. Okay, so you guys are trouncing through the hive, the rest of the hive. So remember, the hive is like the really congested area with all the poor people, lots of buildings closely together, little alleyways off to the sides. You're on top of the bridge, right? You're on top of the bridge. So you guys are head towards one end of the bridge, which is actually the west side of the bridge, which leads into the Crush. So the Crush, for those that are new, and you will learn this easily enough. So the Crush is the area of Riverbreak where all the grapes are. So all the vineyards are in the Crush. The Crush is manned by a group of druids. There's a specific sect of druids who part of their job is to keep the weather conditions right and to farm and harvest the grapes to make the Dragon Crush wine. And they do actually hire like day laborers from the hive to come in, and they pay them to pick grapes and to help them crush grapes and all that sort of stuff. So the part of the Crush that you're going into, actually, if we could make the map bigger, let's do the map. James is going to make the map bigger for us, so we can I can show you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. So as you can see, so you're at number 1 is the hive in the bottom middle down there. That's the hive area, right? That over to this left side, over to the west side, off the end of the bridge. So that's the Crush area. So those are all vineyard areas, and there are buildings in there. If you can kind of see, if you look, James, right there. See that right there? You can kind of see little buildings. So there's hexagonal buildings there, and they're all up in the trees, and that's where kind of like the hive of druids lives. The druids, you'll find out, are actually very bee-like. So they have the colony, and they have all their sect is named after bee kind of things. So this is all, and then up on the hill, so you see there's a brown area where the 10 is. There's like that brown street going down through there. That's actually a 200-foot cliff. And then on top of the cliff, there's more continuing vineyards and stuff. That's a different part of there, but yeah, down that area. So that's all the crush of the city. So you guys will head towards that west end of the hive where the Tipsy Grape is. You make it down there without any issue really. It is late at night, so the Tipsy Grape is busy. You can see from the outside. It has like a grape on the sign, and the grape kind of has like beer pouring into it, or some sort of liquid pouring into it. And we'll put you guys on the map. We'll go to our map.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yay.
On to the epic terrain builds.
Yep, onto some terrain.
Ooh.
Tipsy Grape Tavern.
So for those who are watching and who might be new to watching, the players have a ring around their base, which matches their color. So you see the color underneath their video. So that is the same color as the mini for that player. So you guys walk into this tavern. It's a decent sized tavern. It's probably 60-ish feet wide. You can see there's some fire pits in the middle that are glowing with fire. There are torches in all the corners that are also lit up. There's a few different people off to there. There's some people sitting at a table. There's other people sitting at some tables, and behind the bar is a large warforged figure, not quite as big as the unnamed Minotaur, but quite large figure anyway. And Trant is like hitting the Minotaur's hand, like, look, there he is, right there, behind the bar. I can go now, right?
He seems afraid.
He's give me an insight check, Dan.
Ooh, that's an 18 on the die. 19.
He seems uncomfortable. Like maybe he's not really a fan of. You don't know if it's just because of the Assassin's Guild or just because it's a tavern in general.
Yeah.
He seems uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. Well,
And
you know
it's
what?
not just the wedgie that the Minotaur has given him as she's been carrying him down the street.
Yeah.
Why are you so nervous, Trant?
It's just not my style. Like I don't. These places are rough, and I don't want to be around when fighting happens. I don't want to be in that stuff.
Oh,
Ember, you should hold your cat up.
she knows I'm not feeling well, so she's just been all over me today. So
She's like,
This is,
"Oh, I'm just gonna stand in."
this is Buppy the Puppy Slayer, by the way. So for those, this is the one that replaced the puppy I had. So, but yeah, she's a sweet girl. She's just being needy. So I put Trant down. Run
Okay.
along, boy.
Thank you.
We'll talk
And he
later.
turns around and runs back out the door.
Cool. All right. I walk in straight to the desk.
Oh, right up to the bar.
Right up to the bar.
All right, hang on. Let's get you going. Your yellow base moves its way up to the bar.
I'll be right beside her.
Yeah, we
Korbog's
should all
going
head
with
up.
her, so Korbog's going up. So everybody's going to go up, I guess. Or everybody's going to walk on up in the general area.
Yes. Mhm.
So as those people who are at home watching, one of the cool features about the Vorpal board stuff is, as we're moving with our video, and you'll see when James brings his mouse up to hover over parts, you get a nice zoomed in, nice well detailed zoom feature of wherever you're pointing at the map. So it's pretty cool for playing with your friends over like the internet, as we're doing.
And individual players can like hover their cursor and on our own view be able to see expanded. So
players can see their own thing. Everybody gets to see their own thing. Those of you watching, you're seeing my view, so that's why you're seeing what James is putting up on the screen. So yes, so the unnamed Minotaur struts her way up to the bar. Here is this, behind the bar is this Warforged, and he's got like a rag. It's kind of over his hand. His hand kind of just makes like a perfect size that it fits inside the mug, and he's got his hand in there, and he's kind of twisting it and cleaning a mug. Puts it down. He's cleaning the next one. Hello there. What can I do for you?
I need booze and I need answers.
Well, booze is easy to come by. Answers might be difficult. What kind of booze would you like?
What's that dragon wine? Do you got?
Oh, some Dragon Crush wine.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
All right, Dragon
I
Crush is a gold piece. It's some expensive stuff. You got that kind of money?
Do you?
Well, whether I do or not's not really relevant. You're the one buying the booze.
I'll go ahead
Someone
and
answer for me.
I'll go ahead and throw 5 gold pieces on the bar.
Ah, all
I
right.
have money.
All right. So he kind of turns around towards the back. You can see like the behind him there. You can see all these shelves and stuff. He turns around back there and he grabs a bottle. He pops it open. He comes over. He puts 5 glasses up on the bar and he starts pouring some wine into the glasses. He shoves them across to you. He pulls the gold pieces over. Enjoy. Some of the best wine in the world.
Yes.
Do we get any sense that there's a poison
I
in
give
this?
him
Since we are in
the
an
gold
Assassin's
piece.
Guild den here.
Do you have any sort of way to detect poison?
General proficiency in said
I do not.
poison.
You could give me a check. Give me a nature.
A nature check. Okay. Oh, 15. Plus nature 2. So 17 total.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, there are ingestible poisons. However, you do remember when he just opened it that there was kind of a pop, so you think he probably freshly opened the bottle. So you think it's probably unlikely that he poisoned this bottle.
Okay, great.
And what's his name again? Warforged?
don't know yet.
Nobody's asked, and he hasn't offered that information.
Oh. So, I mean, I'll kind of like lean in and I'll say, you guys can see I'm probably about to say something pretty foolish, so it's like I'm like, you see I'm thinking and I'm like leaning in, just giving you an opportunity here before I say anything, if you wanted to.
So,
all right.
Can we have a moment of your time for answers, sir?
You questions are free, answers cost money, but go ahead.
Are you an assassin?
I slide over a copper as that happens.
A whole copper.
Guys, I'm not rich. I'm a Minotaur. Damn it. You guys have all the fucking... Sorry, excuse me. You guys have all the money.
What kind of people?
I'm just loving on my cat. She loves me.
Yeah, so he kind of looks down at the copper piece. There's obviously no expression on his face because he's a Warforged. He just kind of and looks back up.
I'll say, can I take your silence as a yes? And I turn to the others and I'm like,
I think you're about to break him. You're doing really well.
I slide another copper.
Really? Is this what we're going to do?
I throw 2 more gold pieces down on the bar.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer to Thad, give me a deception check.
Deception check.
Oh no.
Not a very good one.
Oh, that's not so good. 6 total.
The scary part is when he rolls the 5 and then he goes 28, and you're like, "Holy crap! How'd that happen?" Yeah. So he kind of looks at you and he kind of looks you up and down really quick, and as he does it, he has like these 3 little vents, like maybe that would be like where his nostrils are, and they kind of open and close really quick a couple times, and like they're fanning open and close. And he goes, "Are you an assassin?"
I look at him very sternly.
And he kind of moves
a little closer. If I was an assassin, I wouldn't be a very good one if I were to tell you.
And those little vents kind of move open and close again. He goes, "I smell poison." Are you operating in the city without having talking to the Assassins Guild?
We're here right now with you to discuss what's going on, and I take the handkerchief out and I slap that on the table.
That's a nice looking handkerchief. What kind of information are you looking for?
Like to know who the owner of this is and why they attempted to kill us.
Owner of what? This bar? No one in the Tipsy Grape tried to kill you.
The owner of this pretty handkerchief.
Oh,
Why do we let him talk?
the owner of the handkerchief. I've never seen that handkerchief before.
Maybe show her the cloak.
I would like to whisper over to good old Bryn over here and just say, "Didn't you kill the owner of the handkerchief?"
Trying to find out where they killed.
We're trying to find out where the Assassin's Guild is.
The Assassin's Guild is here.
All
right.
So while
all
you
right,
two were talking,
so I pull.
Yeah, hang on one second. While you were two were talking, Calamar, Luca, and Korbog, give me an insight check.
Ooh.
So Calamar got a 5. Not very insightful.
Ooh, so that's a 23.
And Chris got a 17.
No, that's not me.
That's not you. Oh, okay.
That's weird because I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
my
I guess it is me.
That is you.
Yeah, that is you.
So
Get
I
out
got
my
a 20 total.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm red on the screen.
yeah. So as you two are kind of watching this conversation go on between the Minotaur and between Bryn, she kind of leans over and says something about, "Didn't you kill the person who owns that handkerchief?" And the Warforged behind the bar, his ears kind of move slightly, and you think maybe he heard that conversation.
With a whisper,
He's perceptive.
can I roll to see like something? I don't know. That wasn't meant for his mechanical frickin' Inspector Gadget ears over here. Like, jeez.
You don't know. You just keep on going. You don't know what happened.
Oh, dang. All right.
I want to
Hey,
kind
man.
of lightly tap her on the shoulder. Be like, I think we're talking too loud right now.
Okay.
So
Show him the cloak.
All right. So I pull the cloak out, lay it on the bar.
Why are we doing business out in the open, y'all?
That's what our party does.
Can we go to the back and talk about this a little bit more discreetly?
So
Too late. It's on the bar.
he kind of grabs
Walk
the
into the
cloak.
assassin's bar
Yeah.
and just start throwing dead people's stuff on the bar. It's good. It's all good.
He kind of grabs the
You
cloak
started
and
it.
picks it up and looks at it a little bit, and there's some blood on here.
Yeah.
I guess. Can you clean it? Do you have some gadget, perhaps? Something?
He grabs the cloak and
Nope.
kind of puts it
I will
below the bar.
grab the cloak. No, I'll grab the cloak away from him. I'm not letting him take the cloak.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll.
Oh, I'm good at those, y'all.
I'm
We
pulling
might
out.
have some luck. There's
I'm
no
pulling out
negative ones
this.
for that.
Bang! I'm pulling out the boulder, the Norse Foundry boulder for this.
All right. Oh, what'd you get? I got a 22.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes to pull it back, and you're quick enough. You kind of grab it a hold of it and pull it back, and he's kind of looking at you oddly. His eyes, because they're like mechanical glowing eyes, they kind of glow a little brighter for a second as he looks at you, and then they kind of calm back down. And he's like, all right, look, I can't conclude this business with you. You need to talk to the boss.
Who's the boss? Point us in the right direction.
See that door over there in the corner?
Yep.
That one right there. Go on in there. I'll get the boss. You can take your drinks with you. I'll get the boss, and she'll come and meet you.
I start walking toward the door.
Okay.
Not good.
Has anybody been paying attention to our conversation?
You can give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 19.
I mean, yeah, the guys over in the corner to the left over there by the torch, there's two guys there. They seem like maybe they might have caught a few words of the conversation. Nobody seems to be actively listening, but during, you're not the quietest bunch, so a few people may have picked up on what was happening.
So, Art, before I turn and walk away from this guy,
Yeah.
can I say, in Thieves Can't, I don't understand why you're making this so difficult for us.
Sure. So how Ember knows how I do this. So as the way I run Thieves Can't is conversation ends up being some extremely boring conversation about something that people don't normally know, and thieves weave their words in there, and it's like this code language. So for those who are not rogues, which is everybody except Bryn and the Minotaur, she starts talking about farming. And how what a great farmer she is, and what's this guy doing with his farming, which seems completely out of place for the three of you. And he starts responding back, also talking about farming, which is confusing. And to the Minotaur, he's like, "I'm not being difficult. I'm doing my job. If you want to talk to the boss, you got to go in the back, and I'll send her in."
All right.
I'll
We're just looking for no funny business. We've only been in town a day, and I'm just trying to figure out why we have such a big target on our back.
The boss might be able to help you.
All right. If things go south, may you be honorable in battle, because I won't. And I walk away.
I'm puzzled by the conversation. And in fact, to Korbog and Luke, I'm like, I thought she wanted to be direct. She's getting way off track.
I don't know what farming has to do with any of this. Is there something with farms in the area now?
Well, you do remember there is the
farm of the farmers.
So are you all going into the room?
Yeah,
I am.
All right, let's
Yes.
move you in the room. James will move you in the room, and we'll get the camera moved over to the next room. So as you can see, it's a very stark room. There's not a lot in there. There are some shelves against the left and right wall. There is a table in the middle, and there is a fireplace at one end.
I'm going to stand near the door.
Okay.
I'm going to put my back to a wall. Actually, can I search for secret doors in this room?
Yep, so you can give me a perception check, and actually, Korbog, you can give me a perception check as well.
All right.
Ooh, get advantage 14.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want us to roll on here? I'm sorry.
You can roll however you want. It's fine. The Vorpal dice are there for ease of use if you want to use them, but you don't have to.
I have a 20, but not natural.
Okay. So
I have a 22.
22. Okay. So the Minotaur immediately kind of starts walking around the room, trying to move the tables against the walls a little bit, looking behind them, seeing if she can find anything, and she does not. However, Korbog, once the last person comes in, the door, even though it doesn't look like it's on, it's almost kind of like it's on a spring, so it kind of closes. And you thought maybe you heard a clicking noise, but you're not sure.
I try to open it again.
It does not open.
I hit it with my hammer.
Okay, so you reach in and you grab the hammer, and you're getting ready to swing at the door, and we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh!
I
James
can't
will-
take a minute and put some poison on my
In just a minute, we'll do that.
swords?
We'll put it on in just a minute.
I have a nat 20 for initiative. I
You
hate
know
that
what
I
you
wasted
just
on
earned?
that. What did
Yeah,
I
but
just
you
earn?
earned something.
What did I earn?
You get the
Oh, snap! I feel like I already wasted mine earlier.
Hang on a minute. So, all right. So Minotaur, what is your total?
I had a nat 20.
And what's the total though? 20 what?
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
Calamar, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Bryn, what'd you get?
19.
Luca, what'd you get?
10.
And Korbog, what'd you get?
17.
Okay. And let me just look at what they got. Okay. So,
They?
oh, did I say they? I'm sorry.
There's no they in the room.
So as you guys go in here and you hear this click, you guys, Korbach thinks he hears a click. The Minotaur is kind of over there at the wall, and she's still kind of pulling things out and looking at it. Out of nowhere, the rest of you kind of notice that a Korbog all of a sudden pulls the hammer off his back and looks like he's getting ready to put a hammer into the door. And as he does that, the fireplace starts to move.
As
They saw me.
fireplaces are
They saw me
wont
check
to.
the door, though, right?
Yes. And the fireplace turns into this giant rock monster.
Rock monster.
Rock monster.
Love a good B-52s reference.
There you go, see? The Minotaur, however, because she was paying attention and she was looking at the doors and the wall, you happen to catch this out of the corner of your eye. You see literally the fireplace just all of a sudden, it was kind of, looked like it went, now that you've seen it, the monster was kind of bent over, and he just kind of stands up and he moves his arms out and he starts to move, and you get to go first.
Anyway, I could do like a... Sorry, I'm looking on here.
That's okay.
Cool. All right, so I want to do the Goring Rush attack.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. I want to use the Bolts from the Grave. So what I'll do is I'll use my... Sorry, I'm trying to read this because I haven't used this one yet, so I apologize.
It's okay.
Alright, so I want to use my bonus action to kind of dash, sorry, I can get the arrows. I'm sorry, I'm pointing to things you guys can't see, sorry. So like kind of in this area, and then I want to use my
Next to the
Bolts from the
table.
Grave.
Okay.
Bolts from the Grave, which is a ranged attack, and 18, does that hit?
18's a hit.
Cool. So he's going to take 2d6 necrotic damage, 10 points of damage, and then can I use my move action to back right back up into that area?
Yeah, you can back it right up.
Yeah, I can't use my move action to hide, can I?
No, you can use your move action to move.
Cool.
You can use your bonus action to hide.
Cool, awesome.
So actually, Ember, you could have moved up there, thrown the dagger, moved back, because you can break your move up any way you want.
Well, so it says I have to use it after a cunning action. So,
Okay,
which is
gotcha.
that dash, disengage, hide.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, oh, I'll dash here, use that, then slide back.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
So that was my thought process with it.
Yep. That works fine.
Cool.
So then you're done. So then next is going to be Thad. So Bryn.
So I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk over to the south side here.
Okay.
And use my action. I'm gonna face the wall. I'll pull out my rapiers and apply some dire troll poison to both of my rapiers, and then put them back away.
Okay. Okay. So you guys see that the drow goes over to the side, kind of turns away a little bit, starts doing something with his swords, and then he puts them back.
And I'm gonna hang out there for right now and hold an action ready in the event somebody comes near me.
Okay. Korbog, it's your turn.
I move right up to this creature.
Yep.
And I smash it.
Slap
Okay.
the taste out of his rock mouth.
Hulk smash.
Just.
That's not very good. 12.
12. So the 12, yeah, your hammer hits right into his body, but doesn't seem to do anything against his hard rockiness.
All right.
Sorry.
Hard rocking.
You didn't like
That was
that?
so funny for no reason.
Anything else you want to do, Korbog?
No.
Okay. So his turn. So you lay the hammer to him, and he just kind of looks at you. Well, you assume he has like a bit. He has what looks like might be a head, kind of in the middle, like a rock on top. No eyes or anything, so you're not really sure. But he, the hand comes up and he just kind of backhands you, and he gets an 18. Does that hit?
Yep.
He hits you for 19 points of damage.
I don't like this.
Wait. Oh, Korbog's right up there. All right.
Yeah, Korbog's right up there. And then he comes back with the hand the second time.
No, he doesn't because I'm on the ground.
Oh, okay. For 19? What happened? Where was all your hit points?
Well, we haven't rested.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you,
oh.
DM.
Oh,
No,
Hey!
didn't take a rest.
you didn't want to rest. You could have rested. You decided to go traipsing off to a tavern right after you got done killing something. Okay,
What?
so he takes
Well,
a shot.
I'm pretty sure Bren enjoyed this a lot more. Like, he was all whining because the sun was out and stuff. We were just trying to accommodate him for once. Jeez.
We'll get our chest and trove status marker there on you for some unconsciousness. All right, so that's what you guys see. You see he just drops, he backhands him once, and then actually the monster will step right up on top. He's gonna step right past Bryn, or right past Korbog, and walk right up to Calamar, kind of crushing the table in his way.
All right.
And he's gonna take a swipe at Calamar as well. I assume a 28 hits.
Yeah.
And he hits you for 19 points of damage.
All right. I'm almost out. I mean, I'm staggered. I kind of like reach forward to brace myself on the table that he smashed because my bell is rung. The last time I knew there was a table there, but it's not. I kind of stagger and stumble forward and just barely catch myself from falling.
Okay. And Luca, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to step up next to him.
Okay.
I'll take my quarter step out, and I'm gonna try to take it into his side.
Okay.
Ooh, is an 18 hit?
An 18 does. So you actually you do manage to hit him, and it does seem to actually do some damage as well on his hard, rocky
okay,
body.
awesome. So it's going to be 28 plus 2. Okay, it'll be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And what kind of weapon is it?
And a quarterstaff.
Okay. A non-magic quarterstaff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
you-
that fancy.
Yeah, you feel like you should have that hit should have done a little more damage than it is, but it's not doing what you expect.
Understood. In which case, I'm going to use my bonus action to spend 1 key point.
Okay.
Let's see here. Whoa, taking a second. And I am going to use Step of the Wind, take disengage action.
Okay.
And I would like to bring myself over actually to where the door is.
The door is okay, so you're gonna move back over to where the door is. And because you disengaged, he doesn't get a free
Yes.
shot on you.
Mhm.
So you kind of back
Perfect.
up. That's good. All right. Is that it for your turn?
That is.
Calamar, it is your turn.
All right.
You have successfully surveyed the
pretty hurt.
battlefield.
I don't think I used my my second win the last game because I was still pretty decent until a moment ago. So I'll second wind for 3 plus, so 6 points. And I will see what fate has in store as I swing the blade, and I'll step. Can I step amidst the wreckage
You can.
of this, so I can be next to
Korbog's body? Yeah, you can kind of step right there.
Although the monster doesn't look like he's going over toward him, so you know what? Instead, I'll step over to Unamit because the monster is closer there.
Right.
This way, I can maybe protect her. And
but you want to be adjacent to the monster, correct?
Yeah.
Show us with your with your mouse. Point to where you want to go.
Right
there?
Here. Yeah. Bryn, do you have a bow out?
At the moment, no.
Well, that's no good. All right, I'll slash the creature.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll strike my blade against the creature's body, dragging it along its rock-hard, chiseled, stony cut body, and do no damage.
Okay.
Penetrate it, not at all.
Okay, all right. So you kind of deflect off the hard, rocky skin.
Yeah,
nothing going there. And then we are back to the Minotaur. Unnamed, your turn.
Why did you get in my way? All right, so
you were just stay back, my lady. I'll protect you.
So, because I was just planning on doing this anyway, and I like to just cause utter chaos as per my character sheet, therefore I deserve an inspiration for this. I am going to do a running gore attack on that monster.
Is it utter chaos because you're part cow?
Yes. I mean, I got the moves.
That was horrible.
I got the moves, guys.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think you guys noticed last time how many, cow puns I made during the entire adventure. It was really bad, to the point where I was embarrassed afterwards. All right, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do my...
Point with your pointer where you want to move to.
So I'm going to go through this line here to do the gore attack. I will tell my good friend Calamar, who just thinks I'm helpless for some reason, to move as I'm coming through, just so he knows to move to the right, my friend. So when I hit him, hopefully I hit him. Let's see if I hit him first before I finish this out. Ooh, that's looking rough. 17.
17 is going to be a hit. So you seem to run right into him and inflict some pain, if it felt pain, that is.
Now I would like to use my bonus attack to see if I knock him 10 feet away, which hopefully that means he's getting knocked into something to take some additional damage there. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, DM. So, sorry, I'm trying to find my horn attack. Where are my horns? Sorry, guys. I'm getting used to this. All right, D6. Cool. So I do 8 points of damage with the actual hit, and then he must make a DC save of a strength 14.
Okay.
Or he gets pushed 10 feet away into something, maybe.
Okay. So you come running up and you drop your horns and you hit this thing right in the stomach where you think a stomach would be on a normal person. Your horns do a good gouge. You do see like a little bit of rock come off and some dirt come out from this creature, but he does not move.
Awesome. I'm going to hide now. Because I'm so stealthy and... Hide. No. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm not used to working off this tablet, and I was trying to stay off my phone because I'm on my phone too much for work. I'm sorry. It's loading. It's loading. I think I'm super stealthy. That's why.
Okay.
So stealth is a 24.
Okay. So you,
I don't know where I'm hiding, but I'm going under a table or something. So
all right. Well, you think you've got yourself hidden. That is Bryn. Bryn, your turn.
So I have one minor healing potion in my bag, so I'm gonna run over to Korbog and pour one down his throat and try to get him back up.
Okay.
Can I do that as a bonus action, or is that my whole action?
That's an action to pour it down his throat.
Okay. All right, so I'll pop into the lower right-hand corner here, pull out my bow, and just have it in my hands in the event that I can do something fun here in a minute.
Okay, so you're gonna dump the potion and then you're gonna move back in the corner.
Correct.
Okay, so it is a minor healing potion, so you can roll 2d4 plus 2. I think it's plus 2, right? Let me look on D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure it's 2d4 plus 2. Chris,
For
do you
regular
remember?
healing potion, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
2d4 plus
Yep.
2, right. That was what I thought. Yep, so go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 2.
That's 8.
Okay, so you have 8
Oh,
hit
he just
points.
throw it.
You are no longer unconscious. We'll take that
Beautiful.
status marker off you.
Get on up and get to hammering.
Okay. So
Will
that
do.
is Bryn. Korbog, it's actually your turn. So you're just
Growl.
waking up. You can see next to you as you're waking up. There's like the table's been smashed. So you kind of look over to your right where the creature was, and he's no longer there. But you do notice that you can see at the end of your feet this big rock creature. He's still standing, and he's at the end.
So
of
I
your feet.
growl and I get to one knee, and I
Okay.
put the hammer down on the floor, and as I stand up, I bring it up.
Okay, go ahead.
See what I roll.
And actually, you know what? You can give me a roll with advantage.
Sweet.
Since he's not really expecting you to be there.
23.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice solid hit. So you bring that hammer up, hit him right solidly. Some rocks come flying off the side.
Let's see. He takes 12 damage.
Okay. And that's from a regular old hammer, right?
A maul. Yes.
Okay. So you get up to your, and do you finish standing up at that point, or are you staying down? Yeah, you stand up at that point, right?
I stand up. Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I don't have anything else that I can do, so
Okay.
no.
And it is now his turn. So the rock monster, still having focused on the people in front of him, he's going to smash the Minotaur, or attempt to anyway. Ember, does a 26 hit? I assume yes.
I mean, I was hiding it all, but that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Yep,
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
impose disadvantage to use my reaction.
Oh, okay. Yep. Hang on a minute then.
Wait, we're flanking him too. Does he get disadvantage because of that?
Nope. But that does help a little bit. Does a 17 hit, Ember?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, so he
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
sorry,
tries
it
to.
does. It does.
Oh, it
Wrong
does?
number.
Oh, okay.
It does. It does. It does.
Okay, so he brings that hand down like he's gonna hit you. It looks like it's coming right straight for your face. And Calamar brings that shield over and kind of hits you a little bit, and it hits off the shield, and it kind of just clips you in the shoulder instead. Take 19 points of damage.
Oh, hot damn.
And then he has a second attack, and he goes after Calamar. Calamar does a 15 hit.
It doesn't.
Okay, so he
Thankfully,
kind of
blessedly.
bounces off your shield, barely clipping the Minotaur, brings the hand back over, and swings wildly over your head, not hitting.
Okay.
Luca, your turn.
Oh goodness. I am going to against better judgment. I'm going to move up into the wreckage of what
Yep,
was the
into
table.
the wreckage of the
at
table.
one
Yep,
point.
there you go. Yep.
Yes, and I will. Actually, I'm going to switch it up. So my quarterstaff, I'm just going to go unarmed strikes
Okay.
against him.
Or your turn, Luca. Right? You were just going.
Yeah,
it was, yes.
Okay, so sorry about that, folks. We had a little technical difficulty there. Luca, it's your turn. I believe you were just getting ready to attack.
Yes, I was, and I've honestly forgotten what I rolled on my first attack.
That's okay.
16.
Start over. Oh, there you go. 16.
16, you guys are the best. It was 16.
Okay, so that's total. 16 total?
Or was it 17?
Oh, no,
16
just that,
or
yeah,
17?
just that hit. It was 16, I think.
Oh, no, you had hit. That is correct. You had hit.
Oh, I had hit?
Yep,
Oh,
so you
okay.
had a 17.
Okay,
Right.
perfect.
You had just hit. So go ahead and roll your damage on that first one.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. I want to check, make sure my modifier is right. Okay, perfect. So that first hit is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'll take bonus action, second unarmed strike
Yep, go ahead.
against it. Oh, I don't think that'll hit. A 14.
14 does, well, it hits him, but doesn't do any damage. It hits his rocky skin and does nothing.
Okay. That is going to be it for me.
That's it for you? Okay, Calamar, it is your turn.
Yes.
All right. Well, Ember, you've got the whole sneak attack thing going on, so I'm going to use my last superiority die of the day and say strike now there. So you get an attack,
Cool.
and you can add 4 points to your damage if you hit.
Okay. Awesome. Is it my turn yet, or can I do that now?
Well, yeah,
Or-
this is
No,
you
yeah,
get to
I'm
use your
doing it.
reaction.
You use your reaction.
Cool. Awesome. Ooh, it's looking good. It's looking real good. I'm pretty sure I hit him. I just got to pull up my horns again. 15 plus 6, 21.
21's a hit. Roll your damage and
Yeah.
add 4 for what the Battle Master's
Sneak
giving
attack.
you. And your sneak attack.
Oh, that's a different die.
Yep. You get the horns and the sneak attack and the +4 from Dan. So
10, 14 plus 4, 18 points damage.
18 points damage. Okay.
Crunch.
So you see she does a pretty good hit, a pretty good gouge in there, and gets some rocks crumbling off of his body. Seems to be good. Anything else, Calamar, for you?
No, nothing.
Okay. Then we're going to go back to the top of the order, and it's the Minotaur again. So, Namid, it's your turn.
Oh man, can I do a? I'm actually gonna take my bracers. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do bracers of flying daggers, and I'm gonna chunk 2 daggers like I'm freaking cool or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ha ha. So.
So just remember, if you are using a ranged attack in melee combat, you will get disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Ah, can I do 2 stabs then?
Does it?
Versus
I think it says you have to throw them, right?
You could disengage and then do it.
Yeah, you have your bonus action. You could disengage as your bonus action.
Yeah, Art, you've played with me before. You know that's not what I use my bonus action for. All right, fine. All right, I'm just gonna give him the horns because when you mess with the bull, that's what you get.
That's true.
So 18.
18 is a hit.
Cool.
Sneak attack.
Yep. Don't forget to see your sneak attack.
Oh, do I get sneak attack on this?
You do. So you get sneak attack once per turn. It is your turn. You attacked previously on Dan's turn, so you got sneak attack on his turn, and you get sneak attack on your turn.
Awesome. That works out great.
Yeah, the Battle Master with rogues is quite good.
6, 3, 4, 9, 13 points of damage there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my action to move. We're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna come on this side over here, and then I'm gonna hide again because
Okay,
that's
so you're
what I
gonna
do.
go to the back corner over there. James
Sure
will get us moved
am.
over there.
Awesome. And then I
Yep,
rolled
that one over there, yep.
plus 17 plus 8, 25 for hide.
Okay. All right, so the Minotaur has moved and done her thing, and Bryn, it's your turn. And your name is still.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Bryn.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
All right, here, hold on. Let me refresh.
He's hungry. That's what his name is. He's like Hungry Colton.
Hungry Colton.
Oh man.
How about now?
Nope, you still hungry. Oh,
There
there
you
it
go.
is.
That's good. All right, so
Cool.
go ahead and do what you're going to do there, Bryn.
All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll take a shot with the bow.
Okay. Which bow are you using?
I'm going to use my regular bow because we didn't bother to check out the cool new one that we got.
Well, why
Sure.
don't you just use that one now and figure it out?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let her rip, and I'll use one of my what are they called? The snake-headed arrows.
Okay.
I'll
God.
listen to the Minotaur that seems to have great combat strategy.
Yes, I used to kill people in a maze. Oh crap! I remember stuff. It's crazy.
All right, so you pull that other bow off your back, and you can feel that snake-like, scales down the part of the bow. And as you knock an arrow and get ready to fire it, you can almost feels like you feel like a little bit of vibration or movement in the bow as you fire.
Okay,
So
that's
go ahead
nice.
and make your attack roll.
Do I get to do this with advantage or no? No, this is regular.
No, just regular attack. Or you could be inspired if you want. You could use your one inspiration for the session and to take advantage if you want.
I'm good. 18 plus 5, so 23 to hit.
Okay, so that is a very solid hit. Unlike all of the other attacks that have been going around so far, this one seems to penetrate without any problem. So roll your damage with your sneak attack.
Okay. And is damage the normal 1d6?
Yep,
with
the
this bow?
d6 plus your sneak attack plus your dexterity and.
Yep.
Hey,
All right. So
you need a kitty.
2 plus 3 plus
Okay.
8. 13, 21 total damage.
Okay, so you thunk a good shot in there. That pierces right through his rocky exterior. Does not seem to have any problem penetrating into his body, and it does the full amount of damage that you think it should be doing. Almost as if maybe
Excellent.
the bow was helping with that. Maybe
not, or not.
or not. Yes. Korbog, it's your turn.
I say, I've had enough of you, and I declare a vow of enmity,
Okay.
and I get to attack it with advantage because of that.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Ember's
It
gonna
was
be
so
our resident
unnecessary, but it worked.
sound maker.
Look, I
There you go.
can. If you need me
What's that?
to, I'm here.
20.
Yeah. 20. That's gonna be a hit. We're gonna put our token on him for the enmity.
I love it.
Oh, you didn't get to see that last time. That's right.
I love it.
Okay, and you hit, Chris. You hit for sure.
I'm zooming in on it. That's how much I love this right now.
15.
15 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, that doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would hope it would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That's
his
cool.
turn. So the rock monster has Calamar in front of him, and 21. Does a 21 hit?
Oh yeah.
Calamar takes 19 damage as the hand swats into him.
So Calamar may or may not make a kind of sound as he goes down and falls unconscious.
Down he goes with the unconscious chest and trove.
He
Stab
tried.
marker on him.
He tried so hard, guys. He really is a sweet
Oh.
guy. I'm gonna miss him.
And then he brings. Already counting him as
It's
dead.
too late for him.
He's
Yeah,
already
he's
failed all
run.
3 saves. That's it. He's just gone.
Instant death.
Brings the hand back and goes after Luca. Luca does a 22 hit.
Oh. Definitely.
You also take 19 points of damage.
And without making any sound, she just hits the ground.
He also goes
unconscious.
down. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Mufasa, we're.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
it is
Corbog's
down.
almost
So let's
done
see.
too.
It would be Luca's turn. Luca, make a death save.
Oh, yay. I'm going to let the die here decide what I'm going to do.
Uh
Oh no! Don't do that.
oh.
Hey, it can't be rolling
Okay.
any worse than mine.
Oh,
No!
Oh,
that
I
is
think
that is
Whoa!
that is a double failure. That's two death fails.
ah,
Oh,
Wait.
okay. It was nice knowing you guys.
Well, you're still there. You have a third one yet. You're not dead.
Yet.
Uh,
I feel so bad, guys, because I have no healing potions. I'm just a big old thing that hits stuff.
Calamar, you are also unconscious. Can you make a death save?
All right.
Oh, are you gonna let the die do it for you too? Oh my goodness! There you go. You made it. You're
Natural
good.
20. Come
One
on.
save.
I may use my. All right.
You're
Yay.
good. All right, and back to the Minotaur.
Okay.
Unnamed.
Question.
Yeah.
So, I know sorry, I keep pointing because I forget there's mouses. The Mises. Is there a way? How much force would I have to have coming from here to gore attack him through this door?
Well, the door is down in the corner, down there where the purple arrow is way down there. That's the door.
Even better. What would I have to do to gore this guy from here to a curve and then come right down the middle through this door right here?
Well, you know that your attack only moves him 10 feet if he fails to save. So.
Agree to disagree there. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. But can I do that? So what I basically want to do is come from this corner, sneak attack, gore.
Yep.
And
try and
pop
push him.
in this area.
Okay, go ahead, try it.
Unlike you guys, I trust my dice. I trust them.
What's my favorite thing to say, Ember? You can try.
21.
21's a hit.
Yeah, and then he has a strength save for the back end of that.
And he makes it. 23.
Fudge, man.
He's
You're
a big
killing
strong. He's a big strong monster. You're picking the wrong thing to make him save on.
Yeah, I'm a big strong monster too.
You
All
are.
right.
You are.
We're
You're
gonna
fierce.
go. That is 6, 8, 4. Why can't I do math right now? 12.
Okay.
12 points of damage off the sneak attack.
Okay.
I also want to kind of get out of his range. So can I use my action to kind of hide in this area?
So you can. You've already. So you can still move as long as you.
That's a bonus action.
Don't. Yeah, if you don't leave his threatened area, if you stay next to him, you can not get attacked by him. Otherwise, you'd have to use your bonus action to disengage.
Okay. Can I hide under this broken ass table right here?
You could try and dive in the rubble and hide if you want. Hiding didn't seem to work too well for you the last time, but you can try.
I mean, I just want to get out of the range. That's pretty much what I'm looking for right now. I just, I'm a little chaotic. I don't think things through. My goal is to get.
Give me a hide check. You can certainly try.
Oh please, nat 20. This is one of those. Please. Actually, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna take a risk. I can't take the hit though.
You can try.
Well, if I take the hit, I'm dead. All right, so.
disengage.
All right. Fudge. All right, I'm gonna disengage.
All right, you're disengaging.
I'm gonna come around the bend here.
Okay.
Kind of in between.
Okay, so you're moving down by Bryn.
Not in Bryn's way, in case he does ranged attacks, but just away from the monster.
Okay.
Because I will probably soon have this same little ring of death on me soon if I get hit again.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we always just need to acknowledge that.
Yes. Okay, so you've done that. So then we're on to Bryn. Bryn, what do you want? What do you want to do?
I'm freaking out about Luca right now, who's unconscious, but I'm out of potions. I'll take another shot with the bow.
Okay, go ahead.
Do I get sneak attack on this one as well?
Yeah, you have Korbog is still in
Korbog's
melee
still
combat,
engaged.
so as long as you have a ally within melee combat of him, you get your sneak attack.
All right, perfect. So I'll go ahead and do this one digitally this time.
And again, as you knock that arrow, as you knock that
Inspiration.
arrow,
Inspiration.
you can be inspired. Go ahead, you can spend it.
Oh!
That's a little better.
Yeah.
What's your total?
15.
Okay, so you knock that arrow, you pull it back, and almost as if you're ready to let it go, it throbs a little bit, and as it throbs, it puts you just in the right spot, and your arrow flies and hits the monster. You think you
Sweet.
would have missed without that little bit of a throb. Roll your damage.
So Thad's throbbing arrow penetrates the rocky, chiseled creature to reach the Tootsie Roll center.
Correct. That's
No, the rest of us left that alone. But, you know.
I was going to say something about the token too, but I can't. We're PG-13. All right, so that's a total of 11 damage.
Okay. And again, that seems to do as much damage. Well, it actually seems to do a little bit more damage than you think it should do. As you know, maybe the bow put a little bit extra spin on that arrow that just dug in a little bit deeper. And that is Korbog's turn.
How's the rock looking?
He's looking good. He's quite happy.
He's
with
looking-
his world.
He's looking like a
Good.
rock.
Rock monster.
Okay. I'm going to attack.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Are you
I'm
kidding
using
me?
inspiration.
Are you
What?
kidding me?
What?
How did that happen? It's a 1 and a 2? Jeez.
A 1 and a 2. What are you talking about?
16.
16 hits.
Nice. I deal 14 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to let go of my hammers with one hand.
Okay.
I'm actually going to drop the maul
Okay.
and take out my shield.
Okay. And is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So the monster seems to completely ignore you. He moves right over and runs right over to Bryn in the corner. So James is gonna move him over to Bryn, and yeah, right there is perfect. Right.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You can take an opportunity attack.
Because I get advantage on that opportunity
Sure,
attack.
go
Can
for
I
it.
as well?
No, because you weren't in melee combat with him before he moved over.
16 again.
16 misses. 16 hits the hard stony exterior, but does not penetrate the exterior. 17 is the magic number.
Mm.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
I already did.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. So you take a swat at it, and it does hit his stone, but does not seem to penetrate. He walks over to Bryn. A 21, I believe, is a hit. Correct?
Yes, that hits.
Bryn takes 19 points of damage. Is Bryn still standing?
Bryn is still standing.
Does a 23 hit?
Ooh,
Yes, it does.
Bryn takes 19 more damage.
I'm done.
no.
Down he goes. So you see this thing, it makes a beeline for him. Obviously, whatever Bryn was doing hurt really badly. And he walks over, pow, pow, 2 hits down he goes. And we're going to go to Luca. Make your death save.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll trust my dice this time.
I got you.
13.
13, you're good. You
All right.
made your save.
Did someone yell 1 at me?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
All right.
Not-
Calamar,
yeah, I thought I heard
your
something
turn
on
to roll for yours. Got the big die out. 12
cocked.
is good. 12 is
12.
good. You're safe.
All right, it's cocked. You're right. You're right. Come on, that's funny.
I give it to you.
Hey, screw you, Thad. I'm using my inspiration. Ha, hang on.
3?
Or 17? Which
3.
one?
Okay.
3?
So he
Oh,
failed.
I forget. 3.
Maybe we ought to roll a die that's like,
Fits in the tray.
fits in the tray.
I need a
Ember.
bigger tray.
Ember, it's
Kill it.
your turn. You have this big rock monster next to you. He just dropped Bryn with 2 swipes. Korbog is kind of behind him, trying to do something with his shield and protect himself. And it is your turn.
Question. This
Yeah.
is not a golem, correct?
Maybe it is. Give me an Arcana check.
Well, guys,
-8.
I think it's -1 or -2 actually.
Hey, it's -1 because it's an intelligence check.
Oh. Okay, 16.
And you're not the sharpest horn in the herd.
Nah.
16. So, yeah, you're pretty sure it's a golem.
Are any of the magic users still alive?
Nope.
I got
Cool.
No one's.
I got a
Well, actually,
magic bow
nobody's
right
dead
now.
yet. Nobody has died. There are people
Well, I
that are
think they're all dead because
unconscious.
they can't help me right now.
Might as well be dead.
Question: as a poisons expert, would I know if certain poisons worked on golems?
You're quite sure poisons do not work on golems.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm looking through seeing what I can do to help us out, guys, because it ain't looking good right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take one of my vials of acid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it at the door.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fuck. Sorry. Sorry, I'm dying. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. So did I successfully? No, I disengaged. So
we can't see you pointing with your finger.
No. That's for me. I know. I just So this is kind of what I'm thinking. Is that use my bonus to dash, disengage, kind of this area. Throw the vial here.
Okay. So you can use your bonus action to disengage and then move and just step over up to like there, and you can throw your vial at the door.
But I wasn't in combat with him.
You were. He's standing right there next to you.
He's right there, but he wasn't swatting at me. All right, so yeah, so we'll do that, and then I'll throw the vial at the door.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Cool. 15.
Yeah, good enough. So you throw the vial acid at the door, and you can see it starting to, because it is a wooden door, you see it start to like eat the surface of the doorway.
Cool.
Not going to get through it this turn, however.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything else you want to do?
What do I have left that I can do?
No, move bonus, you're done. Yep, move bonus, you're done. Correct.
Yeah.
Thad, give me a death save. You're good. Korbog.
I do what I do best. I
Smash it.
use my hammer. No, actually, I have to take out my warhammer, so I have my shield. I take out my warhammer.
Okay.
And then I will attack it.
Come on.
I hit.
Okay.
For 11.
Okay.
And then I just hold up my shield and pray.
Okay. And it's his turn next. You know, he goes right after you. 22.
Hits.
So he hits you for 19 points of damage.
You go to 0.
Okay, down he goes. Then he
No, I
steps
don't.
over.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
you don't.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're a half orc.
Oh,
Half orc.
So-
Don't, because I howl in rage and I drop to 1 hit point instead of 0.
Okay. So he's actually not even paying attention to that.
Yes.
Like he hits you and he thinks he's got you down. So he walks away from you and steps over to the Minotaur to take a swat at her.
No.
Then I take an opportunity attack.
Go ahead.
17.
Okay, you hit.
I hit for 12.
Okay.
oh, come on.
Still standing. And then
Oh.
Minotaur, 21. Does that hit? Take 19 points of damage.
Inspiration?
Unconscious. Okay, I hear that.
Fudge.
We'll
Yep.
jump.
Yes,
we'll jump
I'm
right
out of
around.
smites.
Okay, we'll jump right around to Korbog just to speed things up. Korbog, go ahead. It's your turn.
Oh boy.
Ah.
1 hit point.
Come on.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Yes. No, wait.
Uh,
What is it?
for 13 damage.
Okay. He's
Crunch.
still standing.
Well, I
And
did my best.
and he backhands you with a 26 for 19 points of damage.
Then I go down.
Okay.
Oh.
You are Korbog. As you're going down, you see that you are the last one of your party standing at this point. As you're getting ready to fall, that creature moves its way back over to the wall and kind of turns back into the fireplace as your eyes go dark.
All right.
And that is where we'll take our halftime break.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, joy.
Ah!
I really
I'm gonna go get a beer now. I think.
All right.
All right, so
We're all
for everybody watching, we're going to take a halftime break. We're going to start our raffle for the Dwarven Forge terrain that is up. We have a Dwarven Forge building, one of their tutor buildings. We have some coins that they're giving us, so that's a good little raffle. So James is going to start that raffle now, and we will come back in about 10 minutes, and we'll finish up the rest of the river break. We are back. Our players have just gotten their butts handed to them by a golem. Don't forget, everybody who's in here, we have the raffle going on for the Dwarven Forge terrain. And if you get a hold of your friends and have them join in, as soon as we hit 100 live watchers, we're going to also raffle off from D&D Beyond a digital copy of this, some Eberron Rising from the Last War. It's a really good book. D&D Beyond was great to give us some copies to give away, so we're going to be doing that.
Yeah, and just a quick note, like I really do think that Dwarven Forge has like amazing terrain. It's all made like by hand by like a whole bunch of amazing individuals, like so some love goes into it. But they also have different types of terrain too, like lava, water, and grass, and all sorts of stuff like that. But they also, if you email them, they will custom make stuff for the campaign, which is actually what I did for Ravenloft. So
Nice.
that's just put them over a little bit. Sorry, and then I'll slide over here.
That's okay. I will always up for saying a good shout out for Dwarven Forge. They're very
They've been
awesome.
phenomenal.
Amazing people.
Yep. All right,
Yes, they
so
are.
back into it here. So you guys went unconscious. Korbog he was the last one standing, and he saw the golem go back to the fireplace. And as all of your eyes open, you're now in a different room. You're in this office. You see Seven standing at the front of the desk, right in front of you, and behind the desk is a woman standing behind the desk, and they seem to be having a heated talk. And as you guys wake up, Seven is yelling at her and like hitting his fist on the table, and these are my people. What are you doing? How could you? And the woman behind the desk is like, look, your people came walking in here. They had one of my cloaks. They killed one of my assassins. And what did you expect me to do? I can't be allowing people to just kill off my people. You should know better than that. Did you want to say something, Ember?
Could someone like really quick and tell me who Seven is? Because I have no clue who that is.
Oh, she wasn't here for that part.
So
Seven is
not all at once,
Thaddeus
guys.
Montelroy.
Thaddeus. Oh, okay. I have his name.
Your BFF.
Yeah.
Mm,
You love and believe everything he says.
So I don't know if you can see all my notes right here, but it says Thaddeus Sketchy AF. All right, so yeah, cool. I'm good.
Okay. So,
Also known as
so 7 is gonna be like, I can't believe you would do this to me. Of all people, you're doing this to me. To me, really? These guys are here on business for me.
Your assassin attacked us, whoever you are.
Oh, your friends seem to have woken up finally after their little bit of a nap.
Oh, so you don't know the hour-long duration for poison? That's disappointing.
What do you mean my assassin attacked you? She kind of reaches over and grabs one of those scrolls on the desk next to her, and she unfurls it and starts taking a look through it.
And I look over at Calamar and say, I spoke common, didn't I?
So
Your assassin attacked us.
Calamar's eyes, by the way, are closed. Art Sharp is laying low, eyes closed, and listening. You know, he woke up in a strange place, and right now listening to everything to try and just get a judge on what's going down.
Yep.
Although I notice I'm next to Aunt Named, so I probably said that to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she unfurls the scroll and she takes a look at it, and she's like, "What do you mean she attacked you? You're not even on the list. You haven't." And she kind of rolls the scroll back up. There's been no contracts out on any one of the 5 of you.
Look, I'm gonna be honest here. One of your people knocked me out, then did a stabby stab. So if you don't have control over that, someone is doing some stuff underneath you that you probably need to know about, which tells me that you're not good at your job. And yes, Mr. Paladin, sir, that was common. I just don't think they understand. And then I'll do like one of these sassy snaps because I'm not really happy about the situation right now. We're gonna go around the world and back again, and in your face, boom, right? Just, but imagine like hooves doing that. It's like,
We're
Sorry.
all at 1 health, and you're picking a fight again.
well, that's a logical reaction. Like this lady, like jumped us, and then she threw us into this thing, and she's not even honorable enough to meet with us. Like, I don't understand why you guys aren't angry. I'm not gonna hold my tongue about it. If I die, I die. That's just the process of life. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll die again. I don't know. I don't care.
I care if I die or not.
That's a character
I
trait of mine, by the way.
I'm hurting right now.
Death does not bother me whatsoever. So, want to throw that out there.
So she looks a little bit confused at first.
Again. Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead, Luca.
Again, very much caring about dying or not. So
Okay.
I'll hold my tongue.
Yeah. So she's looking a little bit confused at first, and she's like, So what I'm hearing you say then is one of my assassins attacked you. Who did she attack?
I look over at Anomet and say, "Pull out the head."
I make sure the eyes are closed as I pull it out. This is the one that attacked my friends. I'm certain that this is not the same one that attacked me. And I pop it back in the thing and like chain it back up so she knows she's not getting this. All right, we will fight over this head. All right.
So which one of you did she attack?
She attacked me
She
first,
attacked all of us.
and then attacked the whole party.
And you, as she points it right at Bryn, I believe Link told me that you're an assassin.
Link believes that, yes.
So you're telling me you're not an assassin?
I lean in like to where my like horn is damn near in his ear. Like, yeah, tell us.
I am an assassin.
Knew it.
I was born and bred to be an assassin. My matriarch, Lady Grundlelock.
Hang on a minute. She kind of looks for a second. She's kind of thinking. Never heard of a Grundle lock. Anyway, that is business we will take care of later. If you're going to be operating within the city as an assassin, you need to come back and speak to me. Assuming you make it out of this room in the first place.
I'm not here as an assassin. We are traveling. We've been hired to help protect the queen when she comes through.
Protect the queen from what?
From assassins.
From assassins.
Well, and at about that point, Seven's like, see, I was telling you, you weren't listening to me, Infinity. They're not here to hurt anybody. And she looks for a minute. She goes, look, there are no contracts through this Assassin's Guild on the Queen, nor would I allow one. I can't be having that kind of heat come down on the hive. If she were to die in the hive, what kind of heat would come down on this hive, and how hard would it be for me to operate my guild within the hive?
Who would like that?
That I don't know.
I think someone might be framing you.
Well,
That's
either
just
that
on
or she was working on her own for some reason for somebody else.
So the Medusa is part of your crew?
She was an assassin. Yeah, she was an assassin in the guild, but she's not. Doesn't normally go wandering off on her own and just doing anything she wants. She's been a very good member and has been taking contracts and going about her business.
So you think she was charmed or something? Like, I mean, she's a Medusa. Like, you think we're stupid or something? Like, obviously someone in your organization, like, knows about this.
Well, I mean, whether that's something I will look into, whether that's someone within my organization or not, I'm not sure. But she must have been going on her own for this one because there are no contracts.
Does the head have a name?
It does. Saria was her name.
Now we know.
So at about that time, Seven kind of looks back at her like, are we done here? Can we kind of get out of here? The woman who Seven referred to as Infinity kind of looks at him. She's like, look, don't be killing any of my assassins. Don't come walking in here dropping cloaks on the table.
I didn't drop no cloak on the table. I'm keeping that.
Next time it won't work out. Oh, actually, so as you say that, you kind of like make a reaching for it, and the cloak is not in your possession anymore.
Can I do a quick check in the inventory to see if anything else was taken while we're out?
Sure. You take a quick look.
Listen.
Everything else seems to be there.
I say, listen, Infinity. If your assassins attack me, they will die.
What?
So why don't you put that in your little scroll?
Gosh.
All right, so this is what I would like to do.
Luca, jump in.
And I would like to kind of hold back the paladin and be like, I got this. And so to him, this is what this is definitely going to sound like. I got this. Your farm looks very great today. And so that's what's basically going to end up happening. So he's going to be utterly baffled about what's happening. So this is what I want to do. Look. And I want to pull Brian closer to me because I now know that he will understand what I'm saying. Where we come from, we keep what we kill. And we have no intent to kill the queen. So, with that being said, I want my cloak back because that was given to me by my team. That was a precious gift. I don't have a lot of things. I don't have memory, but I do have brute strength and a willingness to die on command. All right? This could be something special, and you're preventing that right now. I want my cloak back.
Well, then you would have to become a member of the Assassin's Guild because you're not getting that cloak. And that she says plain out. That's not even in the. She doesn't even bother with the whole thief speak. So the rest of you hear her say that. Just if you want that cloak, you need to become a member of the guild because you're not getting it. So the Minotaur starts talking about farming and the proper soil to use to grow corn or something, and you're all like, "What the hell is she talking about?" And then the woman behind the desk just plain out says, "You're not getting that a cloak. You need to become a member of the guild if you want one."
So, DM question: Are we all basically at 1 health at this point? Completely ragged.
You can all be considered to have taken a short rest, and you could spend hit dice if you'd like to heal, so you're not at 1 health. You can heal as if you had spent some hit dice.
So, before we do that, I'd like to ask a quick question.
Sure.
The name of the head of this guild, what was her name again?
Infinity.
Okay, so I, in common, speaking to Infinity, I said, "Listen, you just knocked us onto death's doorstep with your fireplace stone golem there. I think a little healing is in order so that our party can safely walk through this city where your assassins are clearly have something going on
beyond your control,
outside of your ability to manage them."
One assassin going about her business is not my assassins being beyond my control.
Well, we're pretty sure there were 2 involved. Yeah,
2?
They took out our Minotaur as well in a separate encounter. So you have at least 2 problems. How do we know that your entire guild isn't a complete mess at this point?
You roll that persuasion, sir.
You can give me an intimidation.
Oh, great. Well, this is why I shouldn't talk. Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
I should have done it with the Vorpal dice. Sorry.
We gotta have a nat 20 dance. There you go.
-1.
So 19.
It's a nat 20. You get that nat 20.
So you kind of notice she twitches a little bit, like, maybe you had a little bit of an effect on her, but she's pretty stoic. And she's just like, my house is in order. Just because there was 1 rogue agent does not mean there are many rogue agents.
Well, you still haven't answered my question. How about a little healing here for our party?
I'm sure your group is quite capable to handle themselves.
Wow. Okay.
I think our business has been concluded. I would suggest you guys go about your business.
I suggest you go about your business.
Okay. So, short resting.
So for those of you, so Thad, seeing as you're somewhat new to the whole D&D thing, when you take a short rest, you can spend your hit dice to gain health. You get to add your constitution bonus to each one. You can spend as many as you want. You may spend them one at a time. So if you roll well, you may not spend as many dice as you would by just rolling them all at once.
So
I assume everybody's spending his dice. Yep, go ahead.
While we're standing there, I take out my book and I write her name in it.
Okay.
Oh!
And I say, what is the Warforged's name?
Oh no, that one's mine, sir.
The bartender? That's Link.
Link.
I clearly write his name down and I close the book.
Okay.
Sidebar DM. I did make a threat to Link, that good old bartender, since we now have a name to go with it. Yeah, I'm gonna poison him because I did say that we were going to fight. If he, I did give him fair warning. I'm going to poison him and kill him. Let that be known. That is a thing I will be doing when this adventure breaks, and he will not be alive come daybreak. And I will take off one of my many poisons off my character sheet.
That should be a downtime activity. Poisoning your enemies.
There you
go. So, like I said, I told him straight up that it was not going to be honorable if you crossed me. I told you.
All right, so you guys going to make your way out of the guild?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys. Maybe you notice that Calamar is a little quieter, and his gait is just a little bit different in how he walks, and he's avoiding looking at Bryn, Unamid, and Luca, and he kind of sidles up to Korbog, and he says, "All right, well, I don't know what happened, but and I don't know who's joking about it, but This armor's got to go. What use is armor, clunky armor on me? He said, we got to start someplace so I could sell it, see? I mean, think about it. I'm supposed to be all stealthy. I can't have armor and sneaking around and hiding. Come on.
You had too much to drink. I have your armor in my backpack.
Well. That sounds good. Now, maybe we can come to our same arrangement we had before. A little extra armor I got right here.
Sounds great.
Excellent.
Are any of us
Just don't do
hearing
any
this
more of that role
interaction?
playing.
Yes, you guys.
What's
They
that?
thought they were being quieter than they really were, but Korbog
voice
obviously is not a
quiet.
quiet person, so you guys are hearing pretty much this interaction. And Calamar's his facial expressions are different. He's got some accent going on now. You're not really sure.
I would like to
Uh,
just group powwow with the people that he clearly avoided for some reason. And be like,
uh-huh.
do you guys see this going on right here? That's different, right? That's
Entirely different.
so Luke and Brent.
What's with the voice?
Is everyone
get-
nuts?
Did he get
Why
like?
is he taking his armor off?
Oh, did he get like knocked off his rocker or something?
Oh,
Did I hit?
Bird.
oh, there we go. Okay, I thought we lost something. Hang on.
This is
You guys there?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
There was that's new.
A brief interruption.
And you see that he's bundling up the armor and shield, and he's doing a coin. He's taking coin from Korbog, and when it's concluded, he's nice doing business with you. And Korbog hands him a suit of studded leather armor that he starts putting on.
All right, I go to Korbog because obviously excuse me, Calamar, and then I go grab Korbog. Come here for a bit. Come here, because all right. So I will now bring Korbog into this group huddle because he obviously must know what the hell is going on here because that's very unusual. Like, Korbog, do you notice anything different about Calamar? Because we and I'm
Yeah, that's not Calamar.
What?
I'm sorry, what? What was that?
It's not Calamar. His name is Sharp. His name is
Have I been
Sharp.
calling him the wrong name this whole time?
No, that was Calamar.
But that's him.
So, all right. So you're gonna have to explain something because I'm ready to just gore him through this table over here because I don't know what the hell's happening. So you just go ahead with your almighty, powerful, self. Just tell us what's happening and calm.
Two people, one body.
Oh, is that a website?
Hey now.
Sorry.
Do not go to that website.
Two persons, one body. I'm sorry. It's technically PG-13. I've said worse things. All right, sorry. Yeah, okay. Cool. So how are we supposed to handle that?
Don't worry about it. He's pretty good at what he does.
So
What does he do?
What do you do, Sharp? What do you do?
Wait, what? No, I didn't want to bring him over here to this. Like,
Tell him what you do, Sharp. Go ahead. Tell him what you do.
He says, well, where do my talents end? Nowhere. That's the question. I do a little bit of everything, but particularly, I'm a safe cracker. I'm a trap finder and disabler. And I have been known to burgle, so very useful. You'll find me very useful, and I come at a reasonable price.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sharp.
Right. Now,
how does this happen? Can someone tell me how this is a thing? How Cobalt?
wait. You got Korbog, I gathered from listening that we got a couple of assassins and a thief here. But you, I turn to Luca, what you bring to the table?
Well, I could probably drop you in 3 seconds. That's something.
Well, don't get randy. We just met now, love.
Exactly. I'm sorry. You'll have to give me a moment to adjust. I'm not used to this.
Yes, I know. I'm dazzling, scintillating even.
Luca, Brian, come over here. Come over here.
Okay.
I now group how I cut them out because I can't trust the paladin to keep stuff secret for some reason. He doesn't understand that there was a gate here and he can't respect that boundary for some. So guys, how did this happen?
Yes.
How did this happen? I'm very confused right now, Luca, Brian. I need some help.
I don't remember saying this before. It's always just been Calamar, and now it's
not
Pointy Guy over here.
Pointy Guy. Yeah, I like that name. We should keep that. That's a keeper. Brian, have you seen this happen before? Because I'm very confused.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Hear me out here, all right? So Art, I would like to walk over, and I would like to just kind of make sure it's not an illusion that I'm seeing, just in case the paladin has gone crazy with this holy praying and stuff. And I just want to make sure I'm going to touch his face and head and just, all right, it's all real, right?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. 17.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be real. You're touching his face and everything seems to be the way it is.
What are you doing?
Hold on 1 second. I go back to the group. I'm just like, hey, it's real. It's not illusion.
And remember now, he looks the same. So physically, his body looks just like Calamar's body, but his mannerisms are completely different, and now he changed his armor. Everything else is the same.
Yep. So I'm that's the same person. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's happening, and I kind of just want to slap him to see what the reaction's going to be. So it's just very weird right now. I should do that.
I think hitting him would be a good idea.
Cool. So as he's directed toward Korbog, I would like to just kind of that wasn't even a good sound. Just to see if the reaction would be the same as Calamar.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
19 plus.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a hit. Yeah. So Sharp gets a smack upside his head. How do you do, Sharp?
And I say sorry.
So I immediately disengage and I'm halfway up the wall of a building. I scramble up. And I'm like, "What you do that for?"
All right, I turn back to the group. That's definitely not Calamar. All right.
No.
Now, since
I told you that.
So since he stashed away and climbed up the wall, I want to pull the paladin back in. I would say, "Look here, paladin. How is this happening?"
My name is Korbog.
Korbog, Sir Knight Korbog. How is this happening? So close enough. How is this happening? How did the change occur? Is the moon full? Is it bloody? I don't know. Tell me, sir. What is happening?
Took a sharp blow to the head.
This happens every time.
Sharp.
Every time?
So,
I shrug.
As you guys are having this conversation, and Sharp, as you're up on the wall, kind of hanging on, looking back towards the group, you actually see a familiar Warforged walking straight at the party. It's Link.
The bartender.
The bartender. And he walks up to you guys. He kind of looks. He looks right at Ember, right at the Minotaur. He's like, Infinity wanted you to have this. She forgot to give it to you before you left. And he has a scroll.
I grab the scroll and I want to use the most intimidating look right now.
Okay. Roll.
17.
Okay. You kind of stare right at him. He has this blank look that he's had the whole time on his face. And he turns around and goes walking away.
That's right. You walk away. All right. I open the scroll.
Okay, so you pop open the scroll, and it has what seems like an address or directions to someplace in the Nether regions.
The Nether Regions.
The Nether Regions. What's that?
I'm
Which
an
is
adult.
actually what they call the underside of the hive, the Nether regions.
Yes, they
Same.
also-
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna blow up a picture of the hive here.
All right.
So we see this nice big picture of the hive, right? So with all these buildings hanging down at the bottom, so all those buildings are actually built down from the bottom of the hive, and people live in them, and that sort of thing, and that is actually called the Nether regions. They use a system of pulleys and ropes, as you can see in the picture, to lower boats down to the river, so they can, go into the city. There's a part of the city called the Hollow, which is where the commerce all happens. So people who are going to do any sort of business there, they kind of pulley themselves down. They go back up the river and go to the Hollow or whatever kind of business they're going to do. Those who have boats, not everybody has boats, but a good portion of the people have this little pulley system to bring their boats down to the water from the Nether regions.
It reminds me of my good lady Grundalock.
And apparently Bryn is 12 because every time I say Nether regions, Bryn just laughs.
So, guys, I have a lot of hair on my body, and sometimes when you use the restroom, this things happen. What?
There's something wrong with this group of people.
I was just looking at the map here, and I was just expressing that sometimes minotaurs have problems that require scissors. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes I call that my Nether region. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's where they got the name.
And then that brings us to our second terrain build from Dwarven Torch.
That's cool. That's awesome. Sorry.
This is the Nether region.
That is awesome looking.
Dude, the banister going down.
I'm going to do a quick refresh here.
That's great.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Our
this
banister, look at that.
Yeah, this build was done by my wife.
Oh
She
my
worked
goodness.
very hard on this for multiple days.
Your wife is awesome.
Yes,
All
she is the
right.
bomb. She is the
Yes.
bomb.
She builds like some of the most badass sets that I've seen. Like
She worked really
if
hard.
if she's there, tell her I said hi.
She isn't, but I'll pass it on.
All right.
So
Awesome.
we're gonna put you guys up on the stair area. James is going in there and putting you guys up there.
Are we
Along
going
the
to this
way-
address?
Yes, that's you. Yes, yes. Along the way. Sharp. Go ahead.
So just Chris, we don't have to role play it, but along the way, I get the gist of what we're there for and what our job is from you. And
I
a
don't know
little
why we're going
background
to
of
this
the others.
place.
I mean, in Riverbreak in general.
Okay.
I would like to just keep my distance from Sharp because I really don't trust him all that much. He's a sketchy dude. He's made my sketchy list right now.
Why are we going to this place without resting? I'd like to ask.
Oh, you rested on the way over, man.
It's the middle of the night.
Oh,
We took
yeah.
We totally took wagons over.
You
It's
could
Bryn's
certainly
favorite part of
rest
the day.
first if you'd like.
I would
I'm
like
not
to
go-
rest
I-
first.
Yeah, I would like to rest first.
Okay, where would you guys like to go to
Yes.
rest?
Do
Well,
we
it would
have
be-
rooms back at the orphanage? Is that?
What about the
I think-
tavern we were at? I mean,
Do you want to
Yeah,
stay at
it
the
The one
Assassin's
that we
Tavern?
just fought in.
Let's stay at the Assassin's Tavern, please. I have some poison I need to address. I mean, some business I need to address with Link.
Yeah. You are not welcome there. There will not be rooms at the Assassin's Guild for you.
all right.
Oh.
We have rooms at the orphanage.
You
Also,
could probably go back to the orphanage.
Next time I see that little kid, I'm gonna slap the taste out of his mouth.
That'd be fine with me.
Wait a minute. Little kid was good to us.
I would recommend you
Tron.
not slap the taste out of his mouth.
Poor
Yeah.
Tron.
Last person that slapped that kid dead.
I'm sorry. You can do it. That's your thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your gimmick
Nope.
there.
Nobody's going to do it.
Holy
It's called
crap.
discipline. They need to know when they did the things wrong.
Yeah, you guys. So you guys can head and go back to the orphanage. You head on back there. You do end up meeting Seven back at the orphanage. He says, yeah, he has a room upstairs. You guys can go up there and stay for the evening. Anything you'd like to do before you sleep?
Yeah. We already discussed this earlier. Me and Link need to have a nice little handshake or drink a glass of wine together. Or just he can breathe in the same vicinity as me.
Well, Link's not around right now, so you'll have to do that later.
Damn it. All right, fine.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you guys can take a long rest if you'd like, and get back your hit points and remember. So remember, when you take a long rest, you get back half of your maximum hit dice, rounded up. So if you guys are 3, so you should get back 2 of your hit dice.
Cool.
And then of course you're at full hit points, and you have all your stuff back. You have all your abilities and everything back.
Mm-hmm.
So then, what is the plan for the next day?
Would there be a way between anyone in the party to see if any of the stuff you guys picked up on the Medusa was magical? Like, other than the cloak that Art so generously took away from me?
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at this bow.
Yeah,
at
so
least.
as you're resting, Bryn, you can take a look at that bow, and you do in fact know that bow is magical. It is a short bow +2.
Wow.
Sweet.
So you can add that to your character sheet, and that is why your 15 that you rolled to hit against the golem ended up hitting with a 17.
That's nasty. Yeah, so I'll bring everything else over to Anamit, and she's asking about the stuff. Is there anyone that can take a look?
Oh, I can't take a look. I was just like I just hit stuff. Like I stab in the darkness. That's all about me. You know? I'm just saying maybe a magic user could, do that stuff. That's all I'm saying. But I can't.
This group is a little short on magic users.
Yes. And by a little, we mean a lot. Like, no one does magic in this
Very.
group
Except the
other than
paladin. Except the paladin.
Who may or may not be able to do this. I don't know.
Nope. So,
So-
I mean,
I don't.
nothing else seems to. You guys could like attune it, or you guys could identify in your downtime part, and nothing else seems to be anything but exactly what it was. Some art objects, some money, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we could maybe do some Arcana checks. And hope. I mean, my -1 to Arcana checks might help us out, guys. I'm just saying.
Probably not.
D&D
Probably-
Beyond.
But mostly probably not. That's probably accurate.
Yeah, Bryn. If you go to D&D Beyond, you can. You should be able to go to your equipment section and add that short bow +2 in there.
Doing it right now.
All right, there you
I
go.
love this.
Good.
Sweet.
Okay. So then, after you get up the next day, are you going to head out and head towards the address you were given?
Sure.
So it was
Seems
really
like
more like directions. There really wasn't like an address per se. It's not like you're going to 123 Stone Street or anything. It was more of just kind of directions on how to get there. They're pretty long written out directions because getting to the Nether regions is very difficult. There are many obstacles in the way. There's no streets or anything, so you're kind of, most of these towers that are hanging down have like a staircase around the outside of them, and they go down to particular levels. Some of them cross over to different buildings, to the ones next to it, and it gets to be very convoluted. It seems like if you were someone who lived here, you would probably pick it up pretty quickly and get used to the movement through here. But as strangers, it's taking you some time to figure out. And this, like I said, the directions are long. You make a couple. Well, actually, who's going to be leading the group? Who's going to be in front with the directions?
Maybe that paladin, Korbog.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Are you
Leading
going to
us.
be in front leading?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, that's my job.
Give me a survival roll.
Survival. That sounds great. Let's see. Survival. 19.
Okay. So you for the most part, a couple times you think like, okay, we need to go through this door, and you take like one step and you're like, no, that's not right. Hang on. And you kind of turn yourselves around, but so you manage to find your way through. And so you're going to manage to come out onto these stairs as we have you up here on the map. And you have come out. You think where you need to go is that larger tower to the, right over there. You need to go somewhere in there.
Well, then we need to go back up and go back down, right?
You did not seem to find any way to get the directions didn't lead you that way. As if maybe there was not an access from that direction that whoever wrote these directions out knows about.
Huh.
That's all right. Are the ladders about? Ladders, ladders.
Ladders.
Right. I don't know.
Ladders.
You're taking. Give me a perception check.
Right. Oh, not bad. It's a 16.
Okay. You see some baskets. You see some boxes. You maybe even see, if you look over to the left, there's maybe a chain in there. There might be a chain over that way, but you don't see any ladders.
Right.
There is a boat over there, and there is, they do use these pulleys. You can see these two ropes hanging down that look like maybe they go down below where there's like a pulley system for lowering a boat down.
Oh, can someone hop in the boat? Maybe let's see if we can push the boat all the way up.
I'm willing to try to go over there.
Cool. I grab Luca, I pop her in the boat all nice and safe like, and then I start trying to figure out the pulley system here.
Okay, we'll move you over. The minis are getting caught on each other. Everybody's dead. Everybody's fallen to their doom.
Hey, and for everyone watching, I just logged on to the Twitch chat. It's WG06 Athena. So I'm doing all that. That's why I'm on my phone right now because people are asking, is it really me? Yes, it is me. So, yeah.
Yes, that is Ember Moon from the WWE. Which, by the way, Ember, if I wasn't proudly displaying my 49ers gear right now, NFC champions.
Oh, man, would you be displaying one of your mini Ember Moon shirts?
I have an Ember Moon shirt on below my sweatshirt, yes.
James, we need to make Vorpal shirts so he doesn't wear that San Francisco crap
Oh,
anymore.
man. So,
Bam. Bam.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, people just commented on my massive dragon head that's behind me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. I haven't mounted it yet. But yeah, I have a big thing for dragons. I love dragons. So I actually have them all around the room. Let's see if I can get my dragon skull up here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have dragons everywhere in my house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Art.
Yeah.
While they're doing that in the boat, I've got my burglar's pack off, and I'm pulling out rope and I'm threading it through my grappling hook.
Okay.
And I'm tightening it and getting it ready.
Okay. And Korbog, what are you doing while this is happening with the boat and such?
I'm watching.
Okay. Bryn, what are you doing?
I'm gonna watch as well.
Okay. Anything else, Chris?
No, I'm just making sure nobody's coming up on us or watching us or whatever.
Okay. Why don't so all of you except for Sharp, who's kind of busy playing with the grappling hook, give me a perception check.
Ooh. Awesome. 19.
20.
20. Okay.
18.
20.
Okay. So
6.
Okay.
I'm observing seabirds.
So yeah, you're definitely looking out. You're like, wow, the view from here out over the river is just beautiful. You can see the boats off in the distance. Some are coming up the river. It's very gorgeous. There's boats underneath you, all that kind of stuff. Korbog, you're looking back and make sure nobody's coming. Your path is definitely safe and clear. Nobody's sneaking up behind you. The two girls in the boat, however, can see something down below them. Let's get our camera moved here, and we'll
Oh joy!
show you what you see.
Yay, Luca! Look at us finding that adventure.
So down there, as you're looking, give Bryn a second to pop back on here. He just disappeared. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So down
right.
there, on a bit of a walkway over the water, you see this person that kind of walks out, looks around, left and right, takes a couple of bends, turns their head a couple times, and then walks back inside.
Mm.
So I will
Keep and
pull them-
watch.
Boop, pull that
Can I
right
do
off
an
for a second.
insight
Sure.
check?
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's good. 17.
17. So what are you trying to incite?
Seeing if
person?
he's suspicious of activity, or if he's like, what is his demeanor, so to
Okay.
speak? Like, is he suspicious? Is he a guard? Like, or is he just like looking out at the beautiful ocean or something? I don't know.
Yeah, no, he definitely seems to be some sort of guard. Seems to be obviously making, like, when you've seen people in the past in the military and stuff that have been like on watch, like at the top of a like a rampart or something, and they're looking around and they're succinctly looking at specific areas and stuff. He comes out, seems to be doing that, walks back in. Within a minute or so, he comes back out again.
Okay.
Kind of again takes a look left and right again a couple times, and walks himself back inside.
At the angle, so question. So at the angle that we're at, is there? Sorry, I keep forgetting. At the angle that we're at, can we see into this, or see if his head pops out of this window at all?
So I know it's. Let's see if we can move the camera down. Let's move the camera down and give you a view down that way for a second, because that's actually not the right level. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you go. That's
Never mind.
That's a better view. That's good. That's
all
fine.
right. It looked like I could just turn sideways and see across.
Well, no. So you can see down. You can see down that way, which is why you see him. But he's obviously coming out of the one below, which has the blue the blue curtain. That seems to be the level in which he's coming out of. And again, within a minute or so, here he comes back out.
Okay.
And at this point, Korbog, you've caught that something was going on. You saw the girls kind of looking down there, and you've now noticed that they are looking at something. Would you like to do something about it?
Can I go down there and look too?
You can move your way down to the end of there. Sure, we can move you down that way. And Bryn, you see Korbog just kind of go walking away down towards. Yeah, just put him like right up there. Yeah, there you go. Up over that way.
Is it the same guy coming out, Art, or is it a different person?
Give me a perception check. And Bryn, what would you like to do while she's rolling that?
I'm gonna walk up with Korbog.
Okay.
19.
Okay, 19. It does appear, in fact, to be the same exact person.
Okay. Do you guys
I'll
want
reach over
to
and move you a little
attack?
bit? Actually, Korbog or Bryn can kind of get over. Oops. Oh, Bryn's dead. Sorry, Bryn just died. Go off to the.
I was thinking about jumping off and trying to kill this guy, so that's perfect.
So we were not told why we were coming here. We were just told directions. So she said not to kill any of her assassins, but clearly there's a guard right there, and I want to get in that area. We don't have to kill him, but we can like knock him out or something and see what's in there.
Hey, who are you?
God.
Oh,
Just-
that.
Oh, good lord.
So much for stealth.
Okay, so Korbog's just yelling down from up top, and the guy doesn't seem. Just guy goes walking back in. Doesn't seem to have even noticed.
Oh.
And actually, Chris, give me an insight check.
All right. Oh, that's pretty good. That's 22.
Nice.
Okay. Now that you're kind of thinking about it, you think maybe there's something more to the scroll than you figured out. Yeah. now that you've kind of gotten down here and you've kind of got the lay of the land a little bit, they're like maybe the directions were a little more wordy than you expected them to be.
So I pop out the scroll, I guess, and hand it to
Well,
one of the smart
Korbog has
people
it.
in the group. Oh,
Korbog
Korbog.
Korbog has it.
I read
sorry.
it again.
Yeah, and you were now that you're kind of really thinking about it again. Again, the directions are more wordy than you expect them to be. But you don't really understand what's going on. You just know that it's different. Something strange is about it. About the way it looks the same. It just the directions seem odd.
They're not the same as they were before.
No, they are.
Or
They are the same.
They look odd.
Yep. Just the way it's worded seems. It seems not as direct as you expect the wording to be. A little more, again, like wordy, descriptive.
Is it in Thieves' Cant by chance? Can I take the scroll and maybe like can I look over his shoulder? Maybe
Sure.
not take it from him,
Yeah.
but like see if like there's something I would notice from knowing Thieves' Cant or
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah, and you kind of look over his shoulder, and that's exactly what it is. You're looking through the middle of the words, and all these extra descriptive words are put in there that aren't really necessary to be in there. And it didn't really click with him at first, but now that he's kind of seeing the way things are set up, and he's kind of suspicious of other happenings, and somebody mentioned why you were here in the first place, it kind of rang a bell with him. And in Thieves' Cant, written throughout the directions, it is telling you that this is the location of the Medusa's safety place, like her hideout, so to speak. And Infinity has no issue with you doing whatever you need to do. And as far as she is concerned, the Medusa is dead to her, no longer part of her guild. And
That's because it's in my pocket.
Is that a Medusa in your pocket, or?
I'm just happy to see that.
So which place is the Medusa's hiding place?
Don't look at her.
the level that has the blue curtains down here.
Awesome. I'm jumping that guy.
And
like
actually,
as soon as he comes out,
the guy comes back out again.
can I sneak attack, stabby stab, like jump off the boat, like I should say aim for the bushes as I come down, and I'm just trying to stab him in the head.
Well, so now Bryn had actually said he was thinking about it. So Bryn, are you actually thinking about doing it, or do you want to jump before the Minotaur does, or you're gonna let the Minotaur make the leap?
Oh my god!
I look over at the Minotaur and say, perhaps a bull rush is not the best course of action at this point. A silent death might be a little bit better in order.
That's what I'm doing. I can stab people too. I'm just bigger. Got a lot more. Look,
assassinate.
I know
Yeah.
you were very excited, Bryn, about doing this. We'll do it same time.
One thing before you jump.
Double.
What?
She was a master of illusion. This guy didn't respond to me, yelling at him, "Hey you!" I say again.
You say, "Hey, you," and the guy walks back in the place.
So these guys were all talking, and unless they have a passive perception of 22 or more, they probably didn't see that I had over on the side tied off the grappling hook and was climbing down.
Okay, climbing down which side over here? Back over here where they are? Over here?
No, over here where the guy, the guard keeps coming.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to, I want to try and time it so that like when he goes back in, I drop down onto the platform.
Okay.
So I want to, so I'm and then I'm going to kind of run on the other side, hide on the other side of the door.
Okay. So you guys are discussing this. Actually, Chris, I want you to give me a insight check on that last little bit. I'm rolling like crap.
Okay. Oops. An insight check is 21.
Okay. So yeah, again, you've now yelled down to this guy again. No sort of reaction to your yelling at all in any way. He comes out, he takes his look around, and he goes walking back in. And then
I think Korbog's right.
And then within a couple of minutes, Out he comes again.
Yeah. Once he goes in, drop down and run to the side of the door.
Okay. Before he goes in, is Bryn or the Minotaur going to do anything?
We're going same time, but that's up to him. I'm going regardless. I don't fear death.
I'm getting the vibe that that Korbog is as well, and I think we ought to ask our new specialist, Sharp, to take a look perhaps for some traps, because this seems quite odd.
Funny you should say that about
Yeah.
Sharp, because it looks like he's about to be down there.
Yeah. Okay, so within a couple
where,
minutes,
where did the little guy go anyway?
so within a couple minutes, the guy goes back inside, and then within a couple seconds after that, hey Sharp, give me an acrobatics check.
All right, not shabby. 14.
Okay, you make it down. Okay, you kind of like lower your rope and swing over, and you land down there on the end right there. What would you like
All
to do
right,
at that point?
and I want to go to my character's right side of the door, Sharp's right side
Okay.
of the door,
All
and hide and try and hide if I can.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Okay, so as you start heading that way, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Check for traps.
oh, baby, that's a 16 on the die.
Check
Okay.
for traps.
So
21.
so as you kind of stealthily drop down, boom, land on the end of this on the end of this outcropping or whatever you want to call it, this little balcony like thing, and you quickly start to move over towards the right, and as you step on that grate, the grate falls out from underneath you, and you manage to grab the edge of the grate and stop yourself from falling about 100 feet down to your doom. That grate is now
All
gone,
right.
and you are in here. Kind
On
of.
the fly modularity. Gotta love it, Dwarven Forge.
Oh no, you're dead. Sorry. No, you're. So you've caught the edge of that thing. So now you guys up atop, you've seen him now start to move. The grate, and literally kind of like on a hinge, just drops right out, and he falls down and grabs his hand. At about the same time this happens, the guy comes walking back out.
Oh.
He comes out.
Korbog,
He
Korbog,
stands.
a little assistance.
He actually walks right out to where the grate was and stands right in the middle of the air. Looks to his left.
Ooh.
Looks to his right. Left.
Totally.
Right.
Okay.
Waits a
hop
moment.
down.
Walks back inside.
I hop
Very
down to
good.
help Kalimar because I don't believe that I don't trust Sharp, but I also don't want my friend Kalimar to die. He's
Okay.
quite the gentleman. So I will jump down and help him. So
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Let's see how your jumping goes.
ooh, let's see. 15.
Yep. So you can take a leap down there, although you are looking at about a 20-foot drop.
I'm a Minotaur, baby.
I know, but it's still some damage. You take 6 points of damage as you leap
Ooh.
down, but you land on your feet. But boy, that didn't feel good.
Oh, buddy. All right.
So
6
Calamar's usually, and Calamar's a fairly strong person, but Sharp is clinging by his fingertips, and there's a bit of a desperation in his eyes. Calamar should be able to hold on tightly without a problem, but Sharp is right. Thank you for any help you give me.
And
I don't know what you just said.
at this point, we're gonna roll some initiative
Oh.
Ooh.
while we're in this nice precarious situation here.
All right. 18.
Darn it. 17.
18, 17.
Ooh,
Nat
nice.
1 Sharp.
Ooh.
4 for Sharp. Bryn,
12.
Korbog,
19.
19. Okay. So, hang on a second. Let me. Okay. Let's pull up my other encounter here.
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, I don't? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm totally sure.
So, as that's happening, the Minotaurs drop down. You saw her kind of like grab her right leg for a second because she kind of like tweaked her leg a little bit when she jumped down there. The guy comes walking back out. As he comes walking out and he kind of touches the Minotaur, he disappears. In fact, he is an illusion. Chris, I hate you. How dare you foil the whole thing? I really wanted to see Thad jump off the damn thing, try to stab the guy, go through the grate into the water.
Thank you, somebody that's played enough D&D to keep us from doing insane stupid stuff.
All I said was she is the master of illusion. She changed the whole building.
This was all set up for him to dive right through there and try and stab this guy.
For everyone, I'm like, Art, you gotta let me try to assassinate somebody one of these times. And he was totally baiting me. Totally baited me. Him and Julie, I swear.
Be careful what you ask for.
I would have done it. It would have been all right.
And then
like,
so
I
out
would
of
have
the
died.
out
Come
of
on,
the Medusa's
Melvin.
area here.
Probably.
Fine.
Actually, what I'm
but
going to
it
do
was
is we're going to remove some of these building pieces here. Again, the good Dwarven Forge modularity. Peel the levels off. There we go. So out of this little area, which actually, let me turn the lights on so we have our lights.
Oh, that's cool.
Little.
See, guys, handmade quality terrain from Dwarven Forge. They're pretty awesome. Look, even in the darkness, you can have a little light. And we're not talking about your ceiling fan. We're talking about those Dwarven Forge sconces on the side of the terrain.
Let me roll.
I need to do a commercial for them. I'd be great.
Let me do a little bit of a roll for initiative for these guys. So what you're going to see is there are two shadow-like dogs, like large mastiff-like creatures that are coming out of that little room. As if, they are mastiffs made out of shadow, per se.
Or shadow mastiffs?
Maybe. Yeah. Korbog, you are first to go. So you see this happen. You see the illusory guy go away that you were suspecting that it actually was. And now you're seeing these two shadow mastiffs coming out from the Medusa's lair and heading towards your friends.
So I'm going to jump down and then jump down.
Okay. So you're going to kind of be smart and jump here first and then jump down here?
Yep.
Okay, so give me a athletics check for the second one. The first one's easy enough. You can give me a second one.
All right. No. Do we have inspiration again?
Sure. Yes, you can have it.
Oh, that's right.
There we go.
That's a lot better. Okay,
20.
so you're jumping down here. You jump right down here. And you too, though, that's because that's quite the jump. You're going to take a little bit of damage. You can also take 6 damage. I seem to be rolling all 3s on this die right now.
That's fine.
Can I attack?
Apparently, my die only has 3s on it. So...
Can I attack after I land?
Yeah. You can land down there. You're right next to one of the mastiffs. Let me see. I think they have... Yes. No, you're okay. You are good.
I would like to, as he jumps down, be like, "Ooh, puppy!" Because now my attention is directed that way after helping Kalmar out of his pit of doom. So, yeah.
Puppy.
I say, yes, puppies that must die. Vow of enmity.
No.
Vow of enmity on this guy, and then...
oh, we got to put
my
the
bonus
token.
action?
We got to put our... it's over there. There you go, right there. Yeah. Want me get it? Okay, we put our...
And I bring them all down.
Extra special token on him.
Double 13s. Can't get better than that.
Oh, hard to see because I put it on the backwards, but we'll go with that. Double 13s, and those are both hits.
Okay.
13's hit.
13 hits.
Well, it's an 18. It's an 18 with
18,
my
okay,
attack
yeah.
bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would like to smite.
Okay. Let's see. What does your smite do extra damage against?
It does radiant.
But it does even more against like undead and stuff, right?
Undead. Yeah.
Yeah. So no extra here. They're not undead creatures.
Okay. Let's
Bad
see.
puppy.
24 damage.
Oof.
Whoa!
Oh,
Ouch.
puppy.
So
Do I get any extra from swinging as I land, like falling?
Sure. Give me an extra die 6.
Sweet. Always negotiate with your GM.
Don't roll a 1. It's not
4.
4.
Okay,
Four
we'll
more.
take that. We'll take that.
32
30.
then.
Okay.
Oh.
So bam, you hit a good hit on this. You do notice that maybe because of the what they're made, like they're kind of shadowy, that it doesn't take as much damage as you think it should. But it does do still quite the solid hit.
But the radiant damage does.
The
what it's
radiant damage
supposed to
does,
do.
yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, so actually tell me the different. What was the weapon damage and what was the radiant damage?
Crap. The radiant damage was 9.
Okay.
I think. What? Wait a minute. I erased it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Maybe just half. Just half.
And as you
It
can
couldn't be
see,
more than. It couldn't
in
be
the
more
back
than
of the
about
terrain,
9.
my cat has decided to join the adventure, and she's climbing behind the terrain and sleeping. Apparently, going to
terrorist.
sleep.
Well, you know,
Hey,
everyone
hey,
needs
Art.
a nice
Yeah.
short rest.
It was 9.
9. Okay.
9
got
of it was rated.
Good. All right. So that's Korbog. The Minotaur, Ember. You are next.
So, I'm trying to see in this little area here, so I can't get through the walkway at all, correct?
Nope. There's one of the mastiffs right there at the doorway.
Even if I did a gore attack, like to kind of bum rush them into the room.
If you manage to actually push it, you could possibly get further in.
Cool. Let's try that.
Okay.
Please.
19 plus 6. 25.
That's a hit.
Cool. And then 8 points of damage.
Okay. And what is what's the DC of the strength save?
DC 14.
Oh, well, I got a 12, so that is not enough.
Yay!
You can actually bull rush. So we'll take him with his little token, and we'll move him out of the way. So you want to just push him? You can push him back 1 here.
Just into something, if possible, so they get an extra damage. But I don't know what's in there because I can't see. A wall works perfectly fine.
Yep.
I don't mind impaling someone with my horns. We'll clean it off later. You know,
There is, in fact, a wall there.
I'm
You
going
can-
for the impaling.
And now we can actually see his token better too for his oath token on him. And Ember, you can give me an extra die 6 of damage for smashing him into the wall.
Ooh, 6.
Okay. So he definitely hits against the wall and takes some extra damage. Luca.
Tough puppy.
Perfect. I am going to try to jump down and join the party.
Okay.
What's going on?
So why don't you
Okay.
give me an athletics check? You're just jumping straight down to where the rest of them are?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Perfect. Oh, that's good. Let's see, 15 plus 4. So, oh wait, no, athletics plus 1, so 16.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, you're gonna jump on down here.
Awesome.
Boom, down here. Hang on, we're gonna give me actually. Oh, you're a monk. Don't you have reduced damage from falling?
From falling. That's an excellent question. Let me double check.
I know monks get it at some point in time. I'm not sure when they get it.
I don't know
He
if
was
I'm high enough
jumping
level
for it.
yet.
Yes, but
Let
they
me
get to
double
they get
check.
to reduce damage from that sort of thing, whether it's falling or jumping.
Yeah.
I don't know when they get it though. I don't remember.
I don't think I have it yet. No.
Okay.
So I think I just take damage.
Okay. All right. So you can take. Oh, hey, I do have higher numbers on my dice. You can take 7.
Oh,
As
how nice! I'm
As
so
I have
happy.
found a 4. I have found a 4 on my die.
Perfect. And so, okay, I also use would I have enough movement remaining after that initial jump to go into?
Well, you
enclosure?
can't. The Minotaur is basically taking up the entire
Oh.
doorway.
That's fair. Okay. In which case,
But you
I
could
will...
now you could move.
Yeah.
Actually, you can move through her space and into the next space, but then you would provoke an opportunity attack from both of the Shadow Masters.
Oh, good point.
Or I guess just one
I
of them
will...
actually, just the one Mastiff, because you'd still be in range of the second Mastiff.
Okay, understood. Yeah, what the heck? I'll do that. I'll move in. I'll take the attack.
Okay, so we'll move you in here. You do notice when you get in there that you're actually kind of standing. There's like a box there in the corner, so you're kind of standing up on a box. The attack is a 15. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so as you get in through there, the Mastiff attacks you. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay. Perfect.
And
In
now
which
you can go.
case, awesome. So I would like to take, yeah, I'll take an attack. Unarmed strike. Try to punch at the one that just bit me.
Okay.
If possible, or actually, yeah, that one. That one's going to be 9 plus. I don't know if that's going to hit. 13.
13 hits.
Oh, awesome. Okay,
They're not hard to hit.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. So that'll be 6. That'll be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
On the first.
Yep.
And did the jump or anything act as a bonus action, or was that just part of my movement?
Part of your movement.
Okay, awesome. As bonus action, I'll take a second attack.
Okay.
On the same one.
Okay.
It's gonna be 15.
Hits.
So awesome. 4 points bludgeoning.
Okay. And you will notice too that these things are kind of made of shadow, so as you're striking them, you're not doing as much damage as you thought you would be doing.
Fair point. Okay.
And now that is their turn. So that is the Mastiff's turn.
Awesome.
All right. So the one Mastiff is going to attempt to attack the Minotaur. Oh, that's a natural 1, so that's not going to hit.
Oh man!
Not even close.
I mean, so sorry.
The fire that was right next to him on the wall. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
that
that's maybe it threw him off. That little flickering light kind of threw him off a little bit. The other one is going to turn and try and attack the monk who is not having a good day today, because that is a 19, so that's 24.
Ugh.
That will hit.
Okay, you can take 7 more damage.
Okay.
And that's it for the Mastiffs. Bryn, it is your turn. So Bryn, you're still way up top.
Yep. All right, so I might as well follow suit and take the jump.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Come on, baby.
Nice.
14.
Yeah, right there.
So with athletics, that's a +2, so 16 total.
Okay, yep. So you jump on down there, and you can take. Ooh. No, second one was cocked again. You take 4 points of damage.
You got a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1, and I got another 3. I rolled like 6 3s on this die.
Yeah, but you rolled like 2020s when we faced the golem. All right.
Well, okay. I don't know what you want from me.
No, it's okay for you to fail, DM. But we want to win. We want to win, DM.
Gonna have some custom die made for you that's all 1s.
All
Yes.
1s on it. Yeah, there you go. So you jump on down there, Bryn. What would you like to do next?
Do I have room to take a shot?
You do. You can see right into the two of the mastiffs. You can see the one that's right in front of the Minotaur, or the one that has the colorful token, symbol on it from the paladin.
I'll go ahead and take a shot at the one that's by my buddy Luca.
Okay.
So I'll pull out my new Assassin's Bow of the Snake.
Okay.
And roll for it.
Go right ahead. That's going to be a hit.
Yeah, 18. All right, sweet.
That's
so sneak attack, correct?
Yes, because it is in melee combat with your friends. Oh, that's a great roll.
Oh,
that was great.
4 plus 5.
Minimum
9.
damage.
9 damage? Okay. However, now, that is doing full damage. Because your arrows seem to fly and spin just right when they come off that bow, so they drill right into the creature doing full damage, not less damage that everybody else has been doing. Anything else from you?
That's all I got.
Sharp. Now that you've carefully assessed the entire battlefield and seen what's happening, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll unstrap my short bow, knock an arrow, and send it flying past the Minotaur's horns.
Okay. Go right ahead and make your attack.
All right. I'm going to use my lucky feat and roll a second time.
Okay.
That's much better. That's a 17.
That's a hit. And which one? You're shooting the one that's directly in front?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can get my sneak attack.
Yep.
All right. So that is 14 points of damage, but it's not magical.
Right. Okay. So that arrow seems to hit pretty well, and it does some damage, but again, not as much as you would expect because it is kind of misty and not quite fully corporeal.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do, Sharp?
That's good. No, that's good. That's good. You know what? I'm just gonna look around and see what kind of attention we're attracting.
Okay, give me a perception.
Look at windows. Look at balconies.
Yep.
That is 21.
You're looking around. You can see up towards the top of the tower that you're in, like maybe up a couple levels, 3 or 4 levels. There is like a little old lady kind of looking out the window down and seeing what's going on. She looks once she sees you kind of look up, she pulls herself back in the window.
All right.
Other than that, you don't seem to have attracted too much attention at this point.
Okay, good.
Korbog, your turn.
I say, Anamid, duck.
Okay, and what are you doing? You're throwing something, I take it?
No, if she ducks, I leap over her right through the doorway, and I try to tuck and roll and land right behind these guys.
Okay, so you're going to move back there.
Yep.
Provoke at least one opportunity attack.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't leave anybody's threatened area.
Don't you leave the guy back there in the corner?
No, I didn't say I wanted to arrive there. I said I wanted to arrive
behind
next to both of them.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
Pointer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my pointer. Yeah, that's right. I want to arrive here.
Okay, gotcha.
Right here, right where I am. That's where I want to be.
I see. Gotcha. Okay. So you got to move your way back there, and who are you planning on attacking?
No, I dive through the doorway. I dive through the doorway over the Minotaur. I tuck and roll. Doves fly, and I land. And then I hit the guy with the little marker on it that I can't say because it's a PG-13 game.
I think we need to lift that.
Are you wearing purple?
Me?
Yeah. When doves fly? That's not one of your songs.
We seriously need a pungent for this game. 18.
18's a hit.
That's what I like to hear.
He truly.
I'm going to divine smite again.
He truly is effed, I think.
Ooh. 8.
Everyone's saying in the chat that PG-13, you can swear and you get 1 F-bomb.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, see, but the F bomb's on the
already
table.
spoiled by now.
Yes.
Many times. I'm so sorry. I'm working on it.
23 damage, and again, 9 is radiant.
Okay. So that is enough. So you come down with your big old hammer and you hit that misty dog, and he explodes into a patch of mist, and he is finished.
1 second, then.
Sweet.
See.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
I think that I'm done then.
You are done?
Yes, I think I will be done.
Okay. Luca, I'm sorry. Minotaur, Ember, your turn.
All right. Does this mastiff have eyes?
Yes, they are glowing like a silvery color.
Oh, that's so good. So I just want to see if this Minotaur head's this Medusa head's gonna work. So I'm gonna yank that out and flop the eyes up, and pop it right in the dog's face, because he should be right in front of me since I impaled it against the
He is.
wall.
Oh, he's definitely in front of you. The other one you impaled against the wall, actually, but this one is right in front of you, looking at you. So you pull out the Medusa and you flip the eyes open, and you have the Medusa's face in his way, and it gets a saving throw.
Yay!
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Aw.
Boo.
Uh,
I don't. Is he messing with us or not?
Luca, now it's your turn.
I don't know. That's the messed up part. I don't know me, because I don't remember seeing him look down at those dice a second ago. So
Yeah, no, he didn't. DM screwery.
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
Mm. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a unarmed strike at the remaining dog
Okay, go
with
ahead.
us. Natural 20.
Oh,
yeah.
Beep,
There we
beep,
go.
beep, beep.
so remember, maximize all your
mean-
dice, and then roll
Perfect.
dice
So
and add it.
6 plus 4, so 10 points bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Still
And-
standing.
Still standing. I am going to spend a key point and take patient defense.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
So for those people who might be new to the stream, how I like to do criticals is you maximize all your dice and then you roll your dice. Instead of rolling 2 dice, double the dice, I like criticals hits to be more critical. So that's how we do it, in case you're wondering. And then that brings us to Bryn. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Go ahead
No,
and take-
hang on. The
I was gonna
Mastiff's
say.
turn. Mastiff goes
Yeah.
first. I skipped him.
That's quick.
Well, let's see. He's got all sorts of people around him. He's gonna try and bite the Minotaur, since the Minotaur just stuck a Medusa head in his face.
It's his owner too.
It is his
Take
own
psychic
too,
damage.
which really, yeah, it should take psychic damage. Ah! Does a 23 hit, Ember?
Yes.
You take 10 points of damage.
No.
And give
I
me
would
a
just like,
strength.
I would just like to
Oh, good. What?
I would just like to comment how all DMs say, does a 20x hit? Yes. Yes. If you're
Yes.
saying the word 20, it hits.
And Ember, give me a strength saving throw.
Oh man, that was bad. Yeesh, 12.
Okay, so this creature bites onto like your arm that has like the Medusa head in it, and he pulls you down to the ground and makes you prone. So we will get one of our chest and trove markers on you for prone, as we have one here.
Mm.
And here, I can do it. I'll put the prone on you. You've been proned.
Nope.
And Bryn, you get to attack.
All right, sweet. So once I see the Minotaur go down, I'm gonna put the bow back on my back and unsheath my dual scimitars, so they come out of my arms, or out of
What?
my fists, out of my gloved fists.
So as you guys see, the drow, he puts this thing away and he kind of like brings his arms down, and these 2 blades pop out from above his hand, like the blades like ride. See my camera. Oh, here we go. Like down his hand and stick out the top, So it's not like Wolverine claws sticking out of his skin, but it's blades above the top of his hand.
Nah, it's Wolverine claws.
Come popping
like
out.
I'm gonna run forward.
cool.
Actually, maybe the first sighting of what's the Marvel movie in Wolverine Origins? Anyway,
Weapon X there.
yeah,
Deadpool.
Weapon X, Deadpool, the first sighting of Deadpool.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
there we go.
or we have like an Assassin's Creed guy over here, like with the
Yeah.
like that.
All right, so
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's
dual
what I'm going
blade
for.
attack.
Okay, go for it.
So we'll go ahead and roll for the first attack and the second attack. So both of those are +5s, I believe. Yep, +5. So that stinks. An 11 and a 13. Do either hit?
The 13 hits.
All right. So sneak attack damage on that one, correct?
Correct. Because you have friends around him.
So that one is a D8 plus the 2D6. So roll all. And it does math for me. Yay. Ooh, that was a good one. All right. So sweet. 15 plus 3. So 18 damage.
And that will be enough to kill the second Mastiff. It has gone poofy poof.
Nice.
Okay, we are out of combat rounds. The Minotaur can stand back up. We'll take the prone away so she can stand back up now that we're out of combat rounds. What would you guys like to do?
Start looking around this room.
Okay. You can see, well, let's move the camera down here and give you a little better view. Like that. Kind of like that is good, I think.
Okay.
A little better of a view. So you can see there are like a couple boxes in here. There is a table with a chair with a book on the table. There's a trap door that Bryn happens to be standing on.
Great. Sarp, get in here and look for traps.
It hasn't opened up yet, so you're fine so far.
Yeah.
Man, there's a whole bunch of boxes I definitely want to investigate in here.
Traps.
Yeah.
Oh man, good thing I have this sleight of hand that I can check for traps and stuff with.
Well, checking for traps is investigation.
Close enough. We'll try.
All right. You know what? I'll assist her.
Okay. So you can roll as well, and you guys get to take whoever's bonus is better. So Ember, what is your investigation check?
+1.
Okay. Sharp, what is your investigation check?
2.
Okay, so roll and add 2, both of you.
Okay. 15.
15, okay.
All right. Hers is better.
Okay, so with a 15, you search through there. I have some treasure I'm going to hand out to the treasure person here in a second. And that's all you find in the boxes. But you also find that book on the table.
Okay.
Ooh,
Cool.
Oh, don't open
what
that.
was in the book?
And I think, Ember, you about have to go, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sadly, I'm so sorry, guys.
So why don't I hand out treasure, and then we
Okay.
can deal with the book in just a second when you're done.
Yeah, because I totally gotta, I feel this weird call to try to find out something about my past, and I just don't remember my name, but these flashes are just getting so intense right now. Oh,
So one of those boxes over there, one of those crates is literally full of copper pieces.
Cool.
There's a large amount of copper pieces. Whether you want
We
to try
hit the
and
big time, guys.
whether you want to try and carry that out, there's going to be a whole different story. And there's another one. So there's 3 crates. There's 2 over there, and there's one that's actually underneath the monk at this point. And one of them has got a bunch of silver pieces in it, and a couple smatterings of gold on top. And then
Ooh.
sitting in the chair on the other side of the table is actually a pouch with some gems in it.
cool.
Ooh.
Are you going to bother to try and carry away the silver or the copper because there's a large amount? It's
Look,
heavy.
man, I can make multiple trips. All right, you guys go ahead. I'll take this back to the orphanage. We'll get it blinged up and everything. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll make that sacrifice for you guys.
All right, so
I will
Bryn.
I'll stuff silver though into my pouch first.
Okay, so Bryn, you can write down 2,392 copper pieces.
Nice.
What?
Dang.
That one box is literally, it's stacked really perfectly, and it fills up the entire box of just stacks of copper pieces.
Okay.
Now I can buy my way out of anything.
In the other box is 1,776 silver pieces.
Gold.
1776.
How much copper did we find?
Wow.
2392
2392 copper, 1776 silver.
and 64 gold pieces.
All right, cool. How about our gems?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gems worth 50 gold pieces apiece.
What kind of gems are they?
There's a bloodstone. There's a citrine.
Oh dear lord. Okay.
You asked. I wasn't going to tell you. There's a
Well,
moonstone.
yeah. All right. Well, we can do this after.
Okay, good. And you also find actually in that same pouch, there's a pearl, which looks not like it's a pearl that you would buy, but a pearl. And there's also a silver raven,
Ooh.
like a little silver statuette
It's the stuff dreams are made of.
of a raven.
A raven.
So the Minotaur says, I'll meet you guys back up at the orphanage. I'm going to throw one of these boxes. I'm going to take this box of copper, throw it over my shoulder, and
Make a couple trips.
make a couple trips, and I'll meet you guys back up there.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Ember.
Bye, guys.
And we're almost done anyway, so
Bye.
we'll just wrap up the book, and we'll be on our way with that. So
Cool.
See you,
Yeah.
Ember.
Like, would totally love that Raven. Just gonna throw that out there, guys. I'm just gonna leave you with that. Happy adventuring party.
we'll see you.
Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks, Ember.
See you guys.
Okay, so you have this book on the table. What would you like to do with it?
Ooh, okay. I know someone said let's not read it, but I really want to open it.
Wait, what if it's trapped?
Yeah, Sharp. You wanna?
Oh well.
Luca, you should read it. But
check.
I'll just.
Are you hurt, Luca?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very hurt.
How much?
So I'm looking.
I took 20 points of damage, so I'm at 4 hit points.
Woo!
I give Luca back 15 hit points.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Thank
just
you.
put a hand on her shoulder and say, "Well fought." And when I say "well
Thank
fought," she regains the hit points.
We'll take the Minotaur out of there. Hang on a second.
I feel much better. Thank you, Korbog.
You're welcome.
You are very impressive, by the way. In fighting,
I?
it's yeah.
you have doves.
It's we have. What about doves?
He has doves that fly.
Okay, so what did you get, Sharp?
16.
I only do what I must.
It looks like a book. You kind of check all around it. You make sure it's okay to touch it and move it. You kind of move it, and it's okay there. You check the clasp because it does have like a leather bound flip over with like a little hook to hook the clasp on, and it seems to be okay. There does not seem to be anything trapped on it.
All right, I'll step outside the door and say, "Oh, right, it's all good to open, love."
I open it.
He inspires you with confidence as he steps outside the door and says that.
This is fine.
I open it.
Okay, Korbog opens it. Korbog, you actually understand it because I already looked at your languages ahead of time, and you actually speak what this is. So there is words written in the deep speech, and it looks like the first few pages. There's about 1 or 2 pages on each one of you. There's a slight sketch that kind of looks like you guys. Yep.
So I just opened it. I see that it's written in deep speech.
Yep.
And then since Luca wanted to read it, I ask, "Can you read this?" And I just.
I'll look at it.
Do you speak the deep speech, Luca?
I do not speak the deep speech.
So Luca looks at it, and
It just means nothing to me.
it's gobbledygook.
I can read it.
What does it say?
Keep going.
Okay, so it seems to be to put a modern word on it. It seems to be kind of a dossier of each like one of you. It says, what your name is, what your race is, what kind of things you do, a little bit about like your background, how your fighting style is, and what you do in combat. And it's got a little dossier on each one of you. And after the 5 of you, there is a dossier.
Wait.
Oh, yep.
On Sharp or Calamar?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Oh, that's a good
Person
question.
is written in there.
Let me see. On Calamar, not on Sharp.
All right. I'm like, phew. It's got something in here on all of you. It looks like I got lucky.
And after the 5 of you, there's a little bit of a dossier on the Queen.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh, come on.
I say, let this be a lesson. Research gets you nowhere.
All of you before next session will be level 4. You can all level up after this. And right now we're going to do our giveaway for the Dwarven Forge terrain. So I think everybody's in, right? So James is going to do it and tell us who has won the Dwarven Forge terrain. He's checking out right now. X Grumpy Wizard X has won the Dwarven Forge terrain. Yay!
Hey, congrats.
Congrats. That's awesome.
So X Grumpy Wizard, they will get in touch with you on where to send things and how to do things. Everybody, as always, follow the channel. Feel free to come find all of us on our various social medias and follow us. I know Inked Mage, for instance, and I happen to put up terrain builds all the time for Dungeons and Dragons. Inked Mage does some amazing terrain builds. You guys gotta see him. He's one of the best as far as mixed media. He mixes all sorts of different kinds of stuff and makes some really, really awesome stuff. Follow Chris on like Twitter. He's always a good follow. And follow the Vorpal board guys, learn about their stuff. Kickstarter's going right now. Go check it out. The software you see us playing on, this white screen with all the little pictures, this is their software. It's their own stuff. It's great. We're literally running this off of a PC and a cell phone. Like, there's no elaborate camera work here. There's no 6-camera shoot, no Twitch overlay. It's just their stuff. So it's really good for board games, role playing games, etc. They kickstarted yesterday. Follow them. Let's
funded, right?
Yeah, they're
fully
they
funded, baby.
Funded. So let's get them some more. Let's boost them up and get them going big time. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks. We have a giveaway for 2 weeks from now as well. Tell your friends. Come and follow us. The more people we have, the more stuff we have to give. Anybody else have any comments?
No, Art, thank you, man.
Yeah,
thank you, Art. That was awesome.
Yes, awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah,
and for everybody out there, welcome to Riverbreak, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.